Yo, what is going down, y'all? Welcome in the most underrated podcast. You already know, broadcasting from the new most underrated studios. The homie Dal Palantonio sitting across from me. JJ Stringstein here at the end of the table. I am your man, Thomas the Franchise. Man, welcome in. Dude, we are sounding good. This is sounding crispy. So crispy. Jeans 900, shoes 850. Feeling good in here today. I was actually feeling like shit when I woke up. I think my girl's got the flu. I thought she passed it along to me. Supposed to have dinner with my aunt tonight. Had to cancel. Not feeling that great, but I'm actually feeling a little bit better right now. Now that we started the show, maybe it's just pure adrenaline. Maybe I'm just happy to be doing the show. Maybe I'm really not feeling that much better. I'm probably still sick, but it's all good. How you guys doing, man?
Your man JJ, on the other hand, though, he's not feeling so good.
Dude, that guy not feeling good at all.
Below not good.
Below not good.
I don't know what I have. I don't know if it's allergies or I'm just sick or just both, but something's happening and I don't know what's really going on. I've been taking some cold medicine, so it's not as bad. It all started thanks to the Avs game because I screamed my head off and then I started getting a sore throat, and then after that, it kind of went downhill from there. So
how do you feel about that? Was it worth screaming your head off at the Avs game to get sick? Mess yourself up?
Yes.
It was worth it? Even though they're out. Even though they lost Game 7 last night.
They deserved to lose last night considering the way they were playing. But
right. We'll get into it. There's a ton of conversation. We'll talk a little bit NBA playoffs, talk some NHL as well. Obviously, sneakers and fashion. Ton of sneakers. I forgot the main pair of sneakers at the crib. I had a crazy morning. I forgot the lights.
Yeah.
So I brought the lights over the other night. We're getting the studio ready to go. I'm like, all right, we need to bring these lights to the studio so we can have them for the cast. We didn't have the internet ready to go the other day. The studio, we just could not get the cast up. It wasn't finished, so we dropped the Slobby Robbie interview. Everything was cool. But I took my Supreme chair. I took the lights back to my house from the studio so I could shoot that review. Well, then I come over today. I'm like, oh, dude, I need the lights. I go back home. I grab the lights. I forget the Air Maxes, the shoes I wanted to show.
Which are sick.
They're stupid sick. I got a bunch of photos. I'll be putting those on social media today, hopefully. Yeah. But my man, JJ, killed it. We did a little photo shoot. Really dope. But I forgot those shoes. Then I forgot the Supreme chair. So the studio is kind of bare, with the exception of the Lone Ranger back here, the Royal Rumble ringside seat, folding chair that the homie Adam Baker snagged me.
Yeah.
From when he went to the pay-per-view there.
Yeah.
But that's it.
I'd say our people need to give us a break, man. Dude, we have been working our asses off to get this studio up, man.
This studio was bare bone. This was literally a concrete slab on the floor when we started here after the show last Thursday.
Right.
So I guess once we recorded the last cast last Thursday, I guess it's been a week. In a week, we've made this into what it is, dude. Yeah. Really nice studio, nice podcast studio. Fucking awesome. You know what I mean? Really awesome. So I'm proud of the team. I'm proud of what everybody did. Shout out to the homie Muzzy for helping us out.
My boy.
Came through, help us out with the stuff. We still got a few more things to do. Obviously, we need to put some posters up. We need to decorate a little bit.
Yeah. Just haven't had that time to go look and thrift and do all that.
Exactly. Have not had the time, but we did get the new beast right here, man.
Yeah.
The Roadcaster Pro, as it's called. I'll throw it out there. I'll give you guys the secret sauce. You guys can bite our shit if you want. I know you will anyway. This shit is so ill. Yeah. Such a sick piece of equipment. Something we needed, dude. This allows me to play the intro music through here. I can control the soundboard. I can play all of our stuff right from here. No latency, no lag. Just I want a shot, I'd get a shot. You know what I mean? Bam. We had issues with that before. Yeah. It kind of caused little glitches and little static. All that is eliminated. Not to mention these right here, bro.
Yeah.
What are we talking in right now?
Woohoo!
What are these? The Shure SM7B.
Bees, yeah.
Top of the line.
Top of the line.
Elite.
Best you can get.
No BS.
Yeah, Joe Rogan.
JJ here is not on the Elite. He's on a regular Shure microphone because I didn't want to spin the coin. He doesn't talk enough to be able to have one of these yet. We'll get there, but right now I don't know if that's necessary.
Right.
He just smiles and nods. Are you really that sick, JJ?
Are you doped up on Benadryl? What's going on?
Are you all right?
No, I just woke up late. I actually thought I was going to be late to the cast today, but I ended up being the first one here.
Yeah.
But
we'll have to get you some new theme music for today's show. It's going to be because you're all sick. You're down with the sickness.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up, man.
What about that? You know what this is?
Is this Screamo?
This is not Screamo.
Screamo.
You're down with the sickness, guy. We had to play this for you. And even though you don't know what it is.
A little disturbed all up in you.
Oh.
Yeah. Disturbed. It's called Down with the Sickness.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's you. So anyways, fellas, new podcast studio.
Yeah, who dis?
back rolling. We got, like I said, tons of sneaker stuff to talk about today. Let me pot this down really quick. On a serious note, man, before we jump into the meat and potatoes of the show, we had a crazy shooting down here, and it seems like we're having this shit once a month lately. With the school shootings and everything like that. This one was here in Colorado. It was down in Highlands Ranch, not far from where we're broadcasting in our new studios. JJ, you went to high school down in Highlands Ranch or Littleton?
One of my old friends was at the in the school while the shooting was happening.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that.
And another one of my friends was good friends with one of the shooters.
Oh shit! No way.
So one of my friends lost one of his best friends. He was one of the main kids who lunged at the shooter, and my other friend from co-op or just homeschooling, his friend was one of the shooters. I don't know which one, but yeah. I
had a feeling you were somewhat close to the shooting. When you text me about it, I had a feeling like, oh shit, I know you went to high school down there. You probably got, know a bunch of people down there.
Dude, I used to go to swim meets at that at the rec center. They were dropping all those kids off of. Like, I had like summer and high school swim meets there. So it was crazy. And I was just asking around to see what the hell was happening, because I was just at Certified working, and all of a sudden I get like a notice that like there's breaking news that there's a freaking shooting going down. Yeah. And yeah, scary stuff, man.
Definitely not it just sucks, man. I know, and we've talked about it. I mean, we've all heard about it. We've talked about it over and over. You've heard other people talk about it. It can't be said enough. Like, kids should just be able to feel safe when they're going to school. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's hard for you and I.
Dude, my little brother has had, I think, 3 or 4 threats to shoot up the school this year alone.
How old is he? 16? 17?
17.
Okay. Yeah. So he's about to finish high school.
Yeah.
It's hard for you and I to, I don't want to say it's hard for us to, I guess we can't really relate to what parents are feeling because we don't have kids.
Right.
You often hear people say, you'll never experience a love like when you have a kid. You'll never know that you are capable of that kind of love until you have a kid. Mm-hmm. I haven't experienced that. You haven't experienced that yet, but you've heard that, right?
Yeah.
You hear that a lot from people. It's
definitely heard that. Yeah, for sure. I think for you and I, we kind of understand it because we helped raise children that weren't ours, but we acted and we treated as such that they were ours, right?
Yeah.
We dated women in the past that had
kids
in the past and no longer with them. But, so I can kind of put myself in that position. But again, blood, the whole blood is thicker than water kind of thing. I think that probably applies. I think there's this... this is not my own spawn. I did not create this individual. Yeah. So I can't imagine how intense that really is, And then having conversations, I've been thinking about a lot here lately because I think the problem with us as people, fuck all the laws and everything else that we could change or that we haven't changed, that we should, the senators, everybody that's involved and who's in the back pockets of that. Push all that aside for a second. Let's think about this. Do we move on as a society too fast? Because the world keeps going, right? And it moves at a very, very rapid rate, right? And the thing that I like to kind of sit in is the thought of, how do these parents feel? How do these kids feel? And that's hard, like you said, for people like us who don't have our own flesh and blood kids. But that helps me kind of understand the dramatics of the situation, how big it really actually is, and to actually think about me, like my child, and put myself in a parent's shoe, having my kid come to me, when I go pick them up after an incident like this and having to say, I love you. I'm glad you're okay. Everything's going to be fine. That's a lie. That's a lie, dude. That's a bold-faced lie. You don't know that, right?
Yeah.
And then the fact of the matter is, I have to tell them everything's going to be okay, but you have to go back to school tomorrow and act like everything's okay? You have to go back and be yourself and put your best foot forward tomorrow because that's what I expect. That's what the world, expects. And by the way, it's your legal obligation to have to go to school. Man, I feel like that's deep, man. That's really hard.
I didn't even think of it in that perspective, like where you're talking about, you want to comfort your kids, so you're going to tell them whatever you can to comfort them. But like you said, it is a lie. You're talking to them and you don't know. And man, that's tough. I think obviously we can't fully relate to that kind of love, but it doesn't mean we can't empathize. It doesn't mean we don't feel empathy. It doesn't mean we're not saddened by the tragedy or especially the kid you were talking about, Kendrick Castillo, the 18-year-old that was in the class, and he's being regarded as the hero today for lunging at the gunman and kind of taking that bullet and giving up his life so everybody else could get a little extra time to get out and escape. And
there was a future Marine who actually tackled one of the shooters too.
Wow. That's great. So you knew, do you have any info on the shooters, or you were friends with someone that was friends with the shooter?
Yeah,
you don't know.
The friend didn't even know what happened. He has no idea because apparently
was it the kid with the pink hair?
I have
kid with
no
the pink
idea.
and black hair. So I saw the kid in the courtroom yesterday, and he looked shook. Looked like just a retard. You know what I mean? Just stupid ass. Just he looked like, he just ruined his life. You know what I mean? Like, it was sad. I couldn't watch more than a little bit of it. Just out of curiosity to see like, what is the guy, was it going to be a situation where I will never forget the theater shooter, James Holmes, when he was in court. That guy looked like he was crazy.
Psychopath.
Yeah, he just looked nuts.
Possessed.
This was a totally different vibe. So I'm always curious to see what the vibe is when I see these people after this happens and when they're in the courtroom or when they're, not that changes anything, but out of curiosity, I'm always just curious, like what drives someone to do this?
Yeah.
What we all have bad days. We all say things in the moment we don't mean. Maybe we do things in the moment we don't mean, and we're like, that was stupid later on,
Totally.
But I don't like what would drive someone to that extent. Like that's like way more than just. Oh man, it's just
someone. Was
you hope it's mental health.
Yeah.
Because then it gives you some kind of like, okay, some wires were crossed in their brain. Some shit was messed up. Yeah. But that's just, unfortunately, it's not always the case. People are just weirdos,
mental health
man.
is such a big problem today that we can't even solve it. I feel like calling it mental health isn't even doing much to begin with. It's just like,
is it making an excuse?
It's making
I think I know where you're going with that.
It's like it's making it easier to just look over and be like, all right, time to go to school again.
Yeah.
Fuck, I hope I don't die today.
Well, it's definitely what I saw from the story was they went in an exit that was not metal detectored up, or they came in this area of the school because I guess the school does have metal detectors, which was shocking to me because it's in Highlands Ranch, which is a nicer area of our state.
It makes sense because it is a STEM school, so I feel
what
like
does that
it's
even
like
mean?
highly funded.
Is that like a charter school or like
STEM
a
school
private school?
Is like
gifted?
It's like
gifted and talented programs.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's kind of like engineering, but like
almost like a trade school for high school kind of thing.
Dude, that
maybe?
kid, the kid that got shot.
Yeah.
Kendrick
Castillo.
Lunged. Excuse me. I don't
Uh-huh.
want to give him some credit. It was his name. I want to get his name right. Kendrick Castillo. They said he was on the robotics team. He was like a super smart engineering type brain. He was destined to do some great things, man. I think you're right. I think it was that kind of a specialized,
specialized trade charter school alongside of maybe a gifted influenced program, that kind of thing.
It was like a private school source.
But yeah, dude, it could probably cost a lot of money to get in there.
Yeah.
It was probably, or you had to be on some kind of a gifted scholarship, or you participated in a program that allowed you to get access to get there because you were smart, but maybe you came from an underprivileged area or something like that. With this situation here, I mean, this is the kind of school that you would never expect to see something like this especially from students that go there.
Right.
I could see kids from the outside jealous. I could see, dude, honestly, I thought
literally, you know what happened? They interviewed one of the moms, and the mom said, I thought this would have been a safer school because everyone would have known each other. It's a small school.
They're closer, they're
all
small.
The
They're probably
teachers,
paying tuition to get in. It's kind of that's why I thought of Valor. Valor's a big time private school, big time athletic school. The elite go to Valor here in Colorado.
Mullen is the same thing. I thought of Mullen. Or whatever.
But the reason I was bringing up Valor is Valor's the same way. I think it's like 20 G's a year for high school just to go there. You know what I mean? Like the McCaffreys all went there. Christian went there. If you're anybody that's anybody, you go there. Peyton Manning's kids are probably going to go there, assuming he stays here living in Colorado, which I think he will because he loves it here. But that's a school I thought that would maybe have some issues with school shooting stuff from the outside, from people that are just jealous of these rich kids or whatever, so-called, trust fund kids or rich parents, whatever it may be. I thought that would be a point of jealousy or a point of school shooting before something like this, before a private school that has kids and parents that are paying tuition for their kids to go there gets shot up by kids that went there at one time. That seems so strange to me.
Yeah.
So strange, man.
I just don't think it matters this day and age. I don't think there is a
There is
safe
no,
place.
there's no
yeah.
rhyme or reason. There's no predicting it. There's no, like you said, we can go to a safer school over here. There is no safer school. Everyone's in danger. Keep your head on a swivel at all times. You know what I mean? It just is what it is.
Yeah.
And ever since, being a young kid when 9/11 happened, my head's still on a swivel every time I fly.
Sure.
Every time I fly, I'm looking around. I'm making sure nothing looks weird because I'll die. I'm not going out just sitting in my seat. That's for damn sure. Same thing in a class, just like Kendrick. Like, no way, dude. No fucking way.
Yeah.
And that's just...
I'm kind of the same way. I think, a little bit of advice out there is to
head on a swivel, man.
Be aware of your
No
surroundings and situations. That doesn't mean you have to know where all the exits are, of every restaurant and every place that you attend is or are. But I will tell you, be aware of your surroundings.
Something I still do to this day, and I learned it from my dad, is, and my dad was a drug dealer. My dad was in the drug game when I was a young kid and before I was born. So he was always head on a swivel.
Yeah.
You're definitely head on a swivel in that game. My dad never went into a restaurant, an establishment, anywhere we sat down, his back was always to the wall. He never sat back to the door, ever. And I do that.
Yeah.
I noticed that with me and my girl. We'll go out to dinner. We'll go on a date. We'll go somewhere.
Yeah.
She always, and she knows now. She knows I do not sit with my back to the wall. I want to see the door. I want to know who the fuck's coming in, and I want to know what's going on. And I want to see who's in this restaurant.
Yeah.
I like to get sat in the corner so I can see everything.
Yeah.
And that may be paranoid. That may be not because I've ever had bad shit happen to me.
Yeah.
But my dad has had bad shit happen to him. He's had fools run up on him that he didn't know were there in multiple different areas and occasions and. From shopping centers to restaurants to movies, different places. So that's just the way, that was what was comfortable to him.
Yeah.
He wanted to see everything. And I just developed that in a weird way.
I'm the same, man. In a restaurant, I don't sit on the inside of a booth. Okay, I got to sit on the outside. Movie theater, I got to sit on the outside.
Right.
Next to the aisle or whatever. So, I can protect the lady, in this case, Robin, let her sit on the inside.
No doubt.
I got to be on the outside so I can maybe do something if there is that possibility,
It sucks, dude. And I mean, I'm not a guy that has a concealed carry. I don't carry a gun on me. I do carry a knife.
Yeah. It's funny.
But I don't carry a gun.
I have my concealed permit.
Yeah.
But I don't really carry. I just
all
don't,
this stuff, dude, I've been talking about this with my girl and my dad for the past year. Yo, when are you going to get that done, man? When are you going to get that certification? When are you going to get that gun? They're like people encouraging me.
Sure.
Because, just rolling around with shoes, rolling around with the shit I do.
Yeah.
It's like, you should have that.
Yeah.
You should have that on you. Going to the malls you do, going to the areas you do. You never know. Someone's going to pop up on you, seeing you on YouTube, being jealous, whatever. And I don't even think like that. I'm kind of like, everyone's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But now it's like, that kind of shit does make you second guess. Is everyone really cool?
Yeah.
You do have to keep your head on a swivel. You really do have to be aware of everyone in a weird way. And that's kind of sucky, dude.
It is.
It's pretty shitty. But I just kind of wanted to shed some light on that and shout out Kendrick Castillo. And he's a hero today, man. Saved a lot of people's lives.
Prayers to all the families and friends of anybody involved. Hearts go out to you, man, especially local. We really feel what you guys are
This
going
is right
through.
after we just had the crazy bitch flying out here from Miami in the woods and killing herself and threatening the Columbine shit. Like, we've had some serious shit going on here this year already in Colorado.
And we're a little newer with
Not
our
even
cast.
6 months into the year.
Yeah.
Not even half the year gone.
I know we've only been doing this since September, but this is going to be kind of a routine, I would imagine. And that's shitty, man, to even say that or think that.
And at some point,
this is going to be commonplace of some sort.
Well, at some point it becomes, what more do you say?
Yeah.
Like, what more can you add to the conversation? What's changing? I think that is more where the convo needs to go. What's changing? What is being done? What do we need to do? And however I'm not necessarily just talking gun laws or just talking metal detectors at schools. I'm talking everything.
Yeah.
Let's explore all the options. What do we need to do here? What makes the most sense? For the schools, for the students, for the parents, for the public, what's going to make the most sense? And let's talk about it logically and sensibly. Let's put all the politics aside. Let's put everything else to the side. Let's just talk about it logically. What makes sense?
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm all about balance. Let's hear everyone's opinions and let's find the most logical, balanced route for everybody to go that's going to make sense for everyone. It's going to be safer. So with all that being said, man, let's kind of move along. Let's transition into a lighter note. Dude, I know you're geeked about this.
Yeah.
And I haven't taken a look yet. You were blowing me and JJ up all morning. And that's the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue.
Yeah.
Tyra Banks coming out of retirement to grace the cover for the third time. I think, am I correct on that?
I think it is the third time, yes.
Okay. So you were going crazy. JJ was like,
"Is this really a good idea?"
Not that impressed.
It's not a bad idea. Hey, it's not to say,
considering your personal situation.
Yeah.
Is this a good idea?
To talk about sports and
No,
Sports
no,
Illustrated,
no,
swimsuit issues.
No, the specific Tyra Banks and her being in a bikini.
You know what? It's JJ. It's not about that. You have to give credit where credit is due, my friend. And I think anybody in this world can separate their own issues and realize that there are beautiful women out there. And Tyra Banks,
him justifying his actions.
One of the biggest moguls of all time. Self-made mogul for sure, man. She's done a lot. From hosting shows to the runway shows and this and top models and blah blah blah. Hell yeah! Good for her, man. And she's back. She's back in the limelight, from where she started. And I think it's great. But she not only, it's a 3 cover spread with 3 different women because there's 3 different covers, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
So you have
They've done that before.
Yeah. So you have Tyra Banks as one of them. And then you have Alex Morgan, who is the U.S. women's soccer player. One of the best.
Yeah.
So she looks great on there. That's awesome again to see not only models, but it's also great to see women that are in the sports that we, talk about daily on this cast, which is cool. And then there's another one, and I don't know where this one comes from, but the association, and I hate to put it all on this because, she's probably made her own way and, A Star is Born here, but there's a girl by the name of Camille, and I think her last name is pronounced Kostic, which she is actually dating Gronk at this point.
Okay.
So she is actually gracing the cover. So those 3 women, when you go in to buy this or digital copy or whatever, those are the 3 women that actually made the actual covers. So good for them. That being said, dude, if you look at the whole spread and all of the women that are associated with this, dude, it is crazy. I mean, you have UFC fighters, you have soccer players. What's her name? Rapina? From the soccer team. I think she's the captain. What's her name? Rapina. She is actually, I think, one of the first openly gay women to actually be in the swimsuit issue, which is
Megan
pretty cool.
Rapinoe.
There you go. Rapinoe from the U.S. women's soccer team. So that's cool. So again, not only sports, are we crossing new boundaries, which is awesome. We have openly gay, a woman soccer player that is gracing the inside of a swimsuit issue, which is cool. So again, breaking boundaries, sports heavy, beautiful women. Dude, it's awesome. Happy to have it. Now, will I have it in the house where Robin sees it? It's probably not going to be on the coffee table. Okay.
Oh wait, you got it already?
No, I haven't got it yet.
Oh,
I've just kind of been looking.
Are you getting all 3? Are you getting all 3 covers or all 3 issues?
As a collector that I am, I feel like I should.
That's good.
I should probably keep them in the package.
You were getting really excited about it, and JJ was kind of like, "What's the big deal?"
Yeah.
Like, I don't really see the big deal.
Yeah,
he's young.
I really don't.
Well, that's the thing. That's where it comes back to.
Dude.
You grew up. You came out of the womb, and you were on the hub.
Yeah.
Pornhub
is
everywhere. You were on the hub.
Yeah, so you were on the hub. See, I'm not on the hub.
We weren't, dude. When we were young, I told this story. It was. I had to ride a bike 5 miles, go through the woods, lift up a tree stump, just to see some tits in a Playboy.
Yeah.
Like it was different. It was a different game. So when
and you still couldn't see anything because Bush was in. So you still couldn't see anything.
Right, that's true. That was a lot of Bush.
And I don't mean Bush in office.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Okay.
Yeah. What?
It's not this new modern day JJ that you think everything is
Bush
nice.
was in.
Yeah, nice and manicured.
Shit.
No, man.
Yeah, I know.
Dog, we had.
Y'all were struggling back then.
Yeah, man. We were digging through. We were having to.
It was a lot.
Really get our landscape.
I remember
right.
I used to get geeked when the swimsuit issue came out.
Yeah.
I used to get geeked when the Fredericks of Hollywood catalog would show up at the crib.
The women underwear.
Right,
joint.
dude, that shit was fire. That was like Victoria's Secret before Victoria's Secret kind of really got popping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was the first underwear or lingerie type catalog I ever saw. I don't even remember how I got my hands on it, but somehow there was one in the house or laying around the crib.
Yeah.
And I was just like, whoa, this is crazy. There was like a lot of see-through action. Like there was some shit going on there.
You had to immediately take it to the homies. and show them, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yep, snuck it out the crib, got busted. Where's the damn catalog?
See, JJ, that just tells, man, when you're a younger guy like us, coming from the time that we came from,
it was just more fun.
we had to work at things too, man. It was more fun. We had to put more work into it.
Well, you had to think, and there was so much more problem solving and shit involved.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
it really
why
was.
probably more of my generation is homeless and jobless.
True, yeah, they're living with parents and shit.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Could be.
I did read an article about that. A lot of these younger kids, even with college, they're having trouble. They're just moving back in. They can't get jobs. Not a lot of problem solving skills with your generation. But
Right.
without, dude, you had to solve everything, bro.
Oh.
Everything from trying to take fireworks to light off to trying to look at a couple, see a couple nipples here and there, see some bush, like
Man. And at that time, we didn't even have internet, man. We when did internet come? 94, 96? You remember?
I didn't get it. I didn't get it until I got Windows 96. We got a brand new gateway computer. I remember.
And you sure as hell had dial-up, so you
I
still
had
didn't have
dial-up.
nipple shots.
No, dude, because it was like you try to look
Had to
up anything.
load.
The computer was chilling in the front room, like it was in the living room in my house. There was
Yeah.
no.
Dude, computers at that time were like a centerpiece, man.
Yeah,
like,
You had a big
your
desk.
family wanted everybody that visited you to know that you had a computer.
Yeah, the computer.
That was the joint, okay?
Yep. I had Windows 96, and yeah, dude, I remember just trying to look up a picture of Sable.
Yeah.
WWE Sable was hot as hell back then.
She
dude, like
still
95,
is hot.
96, 97. Well, I'm just saying, like, she was hot. She was the shit.
She
that
was
was right
everything.
before she did her Playboy thing in like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
But dude, she was like the most downloaded woman on the internet at the time.
Was she?
And WWE touted that.
Yeah.
They touted, WWE.com, most downloaded woman on the internet, Sable. And dude, she would, I tried to look up a picture of her in a bikini, dude, and it was dial-up, so the page was like,
Yeah.
it would load like in a quarter of at a time.
Yeah.
And so you're sitting in the living room, you couldn't even click, take a little look, and go back. Like you're busted.
and then once it finally loaded,
oh yeah,
cue me. There was nowhere to run.
there was nowhere to
And
run.
there was nowhere to hide. Oh, no doubt, man. Because you had to wait, and it's like all of a sudden it loads, and your mom's staring right back at you, right over your shoulder.
Yep.
What the hell is this?
Yep.
You know what? You said Sable was one of the most downloaded. I would almost argue that and to say, I wonder who wins between, at that time, Jenny McCarthy or Sable.
Ooh.
Who wins that? Because
Dude.
Jenny McCarthy was the first, I think that was, aside from the random Playboys that you saw when you were really young, from your dad's dad or Uncle Jesse's collection, whatever, whoever it was, right?
Yeah.
But Jenny McCarthy was arguably like that was my pinnacle. That was kind of the first one that I associate, like the first celebrity, the first naked, celebrity hot woman that I ever kind
Mine
of.
was Pam Anderson because I used
it?
to watch Baywatch as a young kid.
Ooh, Baywatch.
So as a kid, I remember when Hulk Hogan, he started, I think he did like a cameo or something in Baywatch. Obviously, I was a big wrestling fan.
Probably, yeah.
So then I started getting into Baywatch, and I think
Sure.
he was on a couple episodes, and then he did a spinoff and did his own thing, Thunder in Paradise. You remember that?
No.
What?
No.
Oh, dude. Yeah, you weren't in the game. You're in Kansas.
No, I was in Kansas. Dude, I
Did you
didn't
have cable? Oh, fuck,
no.
that's
We
what
had
happened.
over-the-air antenna, and then finally when I was like 16 or 17, when we were just about to move out of Kansas because we pulled
Oh,
out,
you were to get some cable.
Yeah, we pulled out of farming. We got a satellite, and I can't remember if it was DirecTV or it was some Kansas satellite company, maybe Pioneer Communications or something.
What the hell is Pioneer
Communications or something? But yeah, dude, I didn't have
Take
no
that
cable,
L.
so I didn't get to watch no Baywatch. I didn't watch no
Oh,
90120, nothing.
90120.
Or 90210, sorry.
I like 90120.
Yeah, I didn't see that one either.
Oh, shit.
That was a JJ Freudian slip, I guess. I don't know. So-
Okay, so you're saying here's the thing about the swimsuit issue, kind of wrap up on this.
Yeah.
I actually have been more into the body issue the past few years. I think the
that's so
body issue
good.
is so cool. I think ESPN is ESPN, the magazine with the body issue,
Yeah.
has almost pulled me away from the swimsuit issue. I used to be excited about the swimsuit issue. I'm really not anymore. I don't even really pay that much attention. I wouldn't even have known what was going on this year probably if you didn't hit me. I guess I saw a little bit on Twitter. I saw the Tyra Banks coming out retirement thing, but I didn't know they were doing 3 covers. I didn't know Alex Morgan was on one of them.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of that shit. But the body issue, I'm locked in.
Oh, it's so
I think
good.
it's just so cool to see those people and the work they've put in on their bodies, dude, and just to be able to see them in that element. Obviously, it's not grotesque, it's not nudity or anything, but it's dude, they look like they're sculpted out of granite, some of those people. And then some of the people you see Prince Fielder in there.
Yeah.
And you're like, this fool's a legit athlete? Like, this fool's fat as shit.
Yeah.
But he's solid, dude. He is a legit athlete.
All the muscle and
Yes.
conditioning under all that is incredible.
Yeah.
And it is weird kind of looking at the dudes, but I'm firm in my foundation of who I am
Yeah, of course.
enough
I
to
don't
look
find
at
it that
that.
way. I
But,
find it cool.
but it's incredible, man. Like just
The
just
work
to
they've
see
put in.
a body at its peak,
No
at its
doubt.
best, most conditioned, most figured that it could ever be.
Yep.
And ever will be.
Yep.
Pretty cool, man.
Super cool.
You're right, man. I think you win on that one.
ESPN.
These are beautiful women, but the ESPN, the body issue is just so sick.
What do you mean? This morning you were talking about the swimsuit issue. I thought you were going to have to run out the room.
Yeah.
Handle
I
some
thought you
business.
needed 30 seconds, man.
30 seconds.
30 seconds,
Listen
JJ.
to this guy.
You're
Wow.
giving me too much credit, man. Knock that down to about 15. We're good to go.
Oh, funny.
I was going to do a little 5 versus 1. You know what I'm saying?
Ugh. Please. Oh, my God.
Take Jane out for a date.
What did you say?
Jane?
How about no?
All right, check this out.
Ready.
Let's move into the let's give Kirby a shout out, man. Jeff Kirby,
deserve it, dude.
Sharks take down the Avs. We didn't put any money on it. We didn't put any bets. Shit talking's been pretty light. Honestly, because I respect the shit out of the Sharks. I've wanted to talk shit to Kirby the whole time.
Yeah.
But dude, I know that whole team from this series and watching the end of the last series. I thought that was a hell of a series that they had. Who the hell did they play in the last round?
The
Phil,
Knights.
Pick me up here. The Knights. That's right.
Golden
Golden Knights.
Knights.
I thought they took the Knights to game 7, finished it off. Then they take the Avs to game 7, finish it
them
off.
off.
Dude, throughout the rest of the, I've probably picked up in the Knights series about game 4, and I watched the remainder of it every game. And then obviously I watched every game of the Avs. I was pretty locked in, except for last night. We were kind of putting the finishing touches, trying to get the studio ready to go. So we had it up on the iPad. Same thing with Rockets Warriors, but we weren't super locked in because we were trying to get this shit done so we can get the show out today. I don't want to hit you guys with another, sorry, we weren't able to do the podcast, and Like, I wanted to get the shit done, or both of us did. So that being said, man, shout out to the Sharks. Congratulations to them moving on.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a stretch to me. Dude, they're so battle tested. It would not be a stretch to me to say the Sharks win the cup. Dude, the Avs were the hottest team going in there. Super hot. They took the Sharks to the limit. They gave them everything they had.
Yeah.
I just like the Sharks players, dude. I love Joe Thornton. I love Carlson. I love who's the nasty dude with the longer hair? He's kind of the enforcer.
Isn't that Joe?
Not Joe Thornton. He has the big
Okay.
beard. He's the older guy. He's
Gotcha.
old as shit. You know what I'm talking about? Not Carlson,
Gray beard,
not the gray beard. Not Joe Thornton. He's the older guy. The guy with the longer hair.
I thought it was Joe Pavelski.
Nah, not
No?
Pavelski either.
Pavelski? No.
Not Pavelski, not Thornton, not Carlson. The other dude with the long hair that gets called for penalties. He's kind of a rougher.
Oh, yeah.
He's kind of rough some fools out. He's just a natural hockey player. Like you'd see that guy. And
Rhett
you're like,
Burns?
Burns, that's the
Burns.
guy, dude.
Dude.
Burns is the enforcer. That guy's a beast,
Yeah.
dude. He's so good. Their squad is just sick. I respect all the I wanted to talk shit. But there was no Draymond Greens on the team. There was no Enes Kanters on the team. There's no one that I could really talk shit about, dude. Yeah. The goalie Jones is legit as fuck. All these dudes are just super legit. Like there was nothing I could do to
team
hate
was
on that
solid.
team, dude.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching them play, even though I was cheering for the Avs. I enjoyed watching them play. I enjoyed their grit. I enjoyed the passion that those guys have for the game. The fan base was good in the Shark Tank. There was nothing I could hate on. That was just a great series all around. So hats off to them, man. Hats off to the Sharks and for taking down the Avs. And that's kind of where I'll leave it. What do you got?
What about the controversial call? I mean, I just wanted to kind of rehash that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, obviously I've looked into the rule. It's Rule 83.3, Dude, I've looked at the rules.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm serious, dude. I could read you the fucking rule now. I'm just trying to understand it because I'm not a big hockey buff.
Right.
You know that. You guys are kind of the hockey dudes, and you're more of the hockey dude only when the Avs are in.
Yeah, when the
We're
Avs are
aware
in,
of
I'm
that,
down.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm just not that guy, but I didn't really understand it because this, are you off? Offense, your defense, your offense, your the icing and all these
Calls. You don't really understand the calls,
I
the
get
offsides.
these calls, but
did you
I'm
play
not-
roller hockey or anything as a kid?
I didn't.
See, I did as
we
well.
didn't have that
so
in
that's
Kansas.
kinda,
Yeah, we
did
didn't have
too.
that in Kansas.
right. You guys are playing. You guys are doing little field hockey out in the dirt.
Dude, yeah, we're riding dirt bikes, and that's about it, my friend.
Did you?
So,
Did you play hockey?
I played 4th grade till 8th grade.
Right. It's expensive as shit too.
Yeah.
I just
Dude,
played kind of in
holy
the
crap.
streets, and then we had a little local, a little rink built by our house for
sure.
when I was growing up. So I went there a few times, but nothing crazy. I would have loved it.
Yeah.
But man, playing hockey is so much fun.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have fun playing hockey, I don't know. You must not like athletics.
You
Because
don't-
if you've ever just played hockey, it is such a fun sport to play, man.
It's fast paced. It's
Yep.
action all
So
day.
much fun.
Yeah, totally.
Until you take a puck to the face.
Yeah,
or
I'm
the
not
chest.
talking out. I'm not, not talking taking cross checks and shit. I'm just talking about going out and playing some hockey with your friends. You're not getting crazy.
You going pucks, pits to chesties?
double pits to chesties.
Double
yeah.
pits to chesties.
No, yeah. So I
Shout out to Axe.
shout out to Hags. Yeah, it's a good hockey's fun. I enjoy it.
One of
Now that
best
the
sports
Avs
in
are
the
out, I
world.
can't promise you that I will be
Locked
locked
in.
in as much on the playoffs the rest of the way.
Yeah.
But Sharks are my team, dog. I'm
Yeah.
going for the Sharks the rest of the way. I really like the Sharks, man.
So what was this? So it was due to, so the goal was obviously vanquished because due to offsides. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, his skate was on the line.
Yeah. Now it
what
was
they said.
it was the Avs skate or was it the Sharks skate?
I
Just
didn't
so
see,
we can be clear.
I didn't see the play.
Okay.
I didn't watch the game close enough. All I saw was the
Same here,
controversy on Twitter. You didn't watch the game either? Damn, I thought you were going to be able to pick us up Stringer. I thought you were locked and
I
loaded.
thought you were shouting.
I saw.
You weren't over here building the podcast studio.
Yeah,
out,
we
so
didn't
I
see you
know-
last night.
well, I didn't know. I thought you were locked in. I
was
thought you were
at
going
the
to pick us
gym.
up with some analysis.
Did
here.
you get the
at the
latest
gym.
episode of Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Issue last
No.
night? Is that where you were?
No.
Okay, just wondering.
Interesting.
All right, so let me tell you about this rule here. So this is rule 83.3. Let me read this. This is directly from Scouting the Refs. So if, during a delayed offside, an attacking player in the attacking zone elects to proceed to his player's bench, in parentheses, which extends into the attacking zone, to be replaced by a teammate, he shall be considered to have cleared the zone provided he is completely off the ice and his replacement comes onto the ice in the neutral zone. If his replacement comes onto the ice in the attacking zone, if the delayed offside is still in effect, he too must clear the attacking zone. If the remaining attacking players have cleared the attacking zone, the linesman has lowered his arm for the delayed offside. He shall be considered onside. I don't really understand, but somebody was offsides. They took our goal away.
Yeah.
They could have tied it at 3-3, right? And maybe a possibility of overtime. Who knows what that would have done to the game? But just going by points, that would have put us.
I wish I
3-3.
would have been watching live because I'd probably feel a little more passionate about it, and I'd
Yeah.
probably be a little more passionate now. I just didn't see it live. I saw it on SportsCenter, but it doesn't give you the same.
We were building the studio.
Right. It doesn't give you the same appeal. Like it
Right.
doesn't feel. You're like, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
But I remember when it happened, and when
Yeah.
they did get the goal, and when I saw the score, I just glanced over and saw they scored. We were pumped. We were like,
Yeah.
cool. Then all of a sudden, the goal was taken away, and I was confused.
Because the Sharks challenged it. So the Sharks challenged the goal, and after the review, the NHL Situation Room determined, according to its news release, that, Landeskog did not legally tag up at the blue line prior to the puck entering the offensive zone. So the decision was made in accordance to Rule 83.3.
So did it affect the momentum? Hell yeah, it did.
Hell yeah, it did.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But it sounds like it was the right call. It doesn't sound like it was egregious. Doesn't sound like they got it wrong. It sounds like it was Kentucky Derby style.
Sure. And there was
the call was correct. And
there
there's
was a
people
chal-
mad, but the call's right.
and there was a challenge.
Right.
And after the challenge, the call was changed and upheld to what it is that we
Yeah.
even see today. So what are we going to do?
It doesn't sound like it was a bad call. It just sounds like it's a tough break. It sucks.
is.
You know what I mean? That's all it was. Now, to say it didn't impact the momentum or the game, that's totally wrong.
It definitely changed the
yeah,
game.
Yeah,
For sure.
You're up. You go down, or I'm sorry, you're up. You tie the game up 2-2.
Right.
And then the goal gets taken away. It's 2-1, and then they score a goal 45 seconds later, or a minute and something later. That's going to really affect the momentum. You know, they go down 3-1. That's
There
really it.
was so
It's a wrap.
many issues. My biggest issue with the Avs this year, or just this series, was their puck handling. They couldn't hold onto the puck to save their lives. I don't know what the hell happened, especially with round one. Game one, I never saw game one. I don't know how that happened. But the rest of the series, they came out strong. They were fast. They held onto the puck. They got their shots on net. They crashed it. Every time they could, they kept it down in the zone. But like after seeing the Sharks, I'm pretty sure that whole momentum just died.
You could tell they're young, dog.
Yeah.
You watch the games, you could just tell they're young, and you could also tell that the Sharks are not, and they're battle tested.
Sure.
You can tell they've been there. You can tell they made a deep run last year in the playoffs, which they did. You
Two
can just
of
tell
their
they're
forwards
there,
are
dog.
20 years old.
Who's that? Avs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Young
And
squad.
one of them just came from college.
Right.
I still got to get a McKinnon jersey. That guy's the real deal.
Oh, McKinnon's.
I love
he's-
McKinnon.
He's fire. But I think
or sweater. I mean, sorry, not jersey.
Sweater guy, yeah.
I'm in the game.
You're not
They
in
call
the
him a
game.
sweater, right?
What?
Don't they call the jerseys a sweater?
they do.
No. They
Oh,
call it a
yeah.
jersey.
No, they call it a sweater.
It's a sweater, JJ.
Google it, guy. It's a
Check your
sweater.
facts.
Check your facts. The sweater.
I'm a hockey guy now. All of a sudden, I'm taking over for JJ. JJ the GOAT, Dallas the GOAT. Okay,
They call it a sweater. When they say they retired, they retired as sweater.
Yeah.
Oh, when
They don't say
retire?
jersey. Well, no, just in general. Like
Yeah.
if they say, "Oh, he's been the greatest to put on an Avalanche sweater." Yeah, they say sweater.
You never heard that?
You've never heard that?
I've always called it a jersey.
I think a
You
lot
can,
of novices.
but the official-
novices
yeah.
had. If you're hockey aficionados like me and Dal, you call it a sweater, guy.
Yeah.
You're in the
Played
game.
hockey. What
Yeah.
are you talking about?
JJ.
I called it a jersey.
JJ, when you decide to get on franchise and a Kirby's level, you let us know.
Let us know.
Send us a
If
text.
you want to get in the game, let us know.
Okay.
You played hockey? Cool story. It's
My
called a
little
sweater.
brother played ice hockey. Like, come on.
Does he call it a sweater?
No, he calls it a jersey.
And you guys don't know your elbows from your asshole when it comes to hockey. If you want to step up here and and get on our level, let me know.
Yeah. You know what I'd start by? Go ahead and listen to the Sweater song by Weezer.
Take that L on the way out.
There we are.
All right.
I think
How about we go to NBA?
go to NBA.
What do you got?
We're going to jump into the Ayesha Curry comments too.
Interesting.
I want to talk about that. But first of all, let's get into same thing last night. Didn't see the full game. I didn't even see, I just got a text from some homies like saying Durant went out. I didn't even know that Durant went out.
Yes.
I didn't even know what happened.
So he went out with, so MRI is going to happen today, but I can't remember what period. I'd have to go back, but he went out with I don't know if they're saying a mild or a whatever the next step is, but a calf strain is what the initial diagnosis is and was. Again, he will have an MRI today. Here's what I got to say.
Yeah.
Let me give you a little passion here, okay? I'm actually going for the Rockets. I don't like the Rockets. I think
Why?
I think Harden and CP3. I don't like CP3.
I love CP3.
He is a little. You know what? I don't.
He
want
is one of my favorite players in the league because he is so gritty. He's tiny,
and I think that's why I
God,
don't like
love
him.
dude.
He's a shit talker.
I love
He's
him.
tiny.
I love him.
I just want to punch him in the neck.
Man, I
but
love
he's
CP3.
gritty. He's right. He's like a small Draymond Green. He just gets in the way. And you know
He's
what?
a better offensive Patrick Beverly. Dude.
You know why I don't like him?
Why?
Because he gets in my head. He'd get in my head.
Oh, he totally.
I
would,
am
yeah.
willing to admit that, and that's why I do not like the little son of a bitch.
I love him.
Okay, but now here's where my passion comes from. Okay, Kevin Durant, best basketball player in the NBA currently. Okay, that's where I feel. That's what I
Wow.
say. He is the best NBA
He's coming
basketball
up
player
on Michael
right
Jordan.
now. Okay,
Wow, are you serious?
screw Michael
Look at
Jordan
that
right
tape
now. We're not
coming
talking
in
about
hot.
Jordan. Jordan's the GOAT. He's the best of all time.
No, like literally, I saw something on ESPN
Well,
that
sure.
he's coming up. on
Scoring
Michael
title,
Jordan.
scoring
Yeah.
leader, MVPs. Yeah, he's making a come up. But Kevin Durant, right now, I'm going to say it. He is the best NBA player right now in the league. That being said, from regular season to postseason, this guy is killing it. This guy is single-handedly winning it for the Warriors. The past season, last season or last rematch or last match against the Clippers, Kevin Durant single-handedly won that shit. I'm telling you, he is grinding, man, right now, and he is peaking at the right time. He is, again, single-handedly winning, against Houston. Now, Houston has won a couple of games, but here's where my passion lies. Kevin Durant gets hurt. Now, granted, the Rockets were down 20 points at one time last night. Kevin Durant goes out. How the hell do the Houston Rockets not win this game? How the hell do the Houston Rockets lose
Is it
by
still
5
Golden State?
fucking points? I have no idea. So yeah, Clay, I believe Clay Thompson led the Warriors with 27 points. Steph Curry had 25. You know they're going to get their points. But on the other side, Harden finished with 31, and then 4 others scoring in double figures. And you still lose when Kevin Durant has literally been averaging, I think, 34 to 35 points every game in the postseason. That's his average. It's incredible. So if there was a game for Houston to earn, to steal, to get, this was it. And they let us down. I'm pissed.
Is it possible that that Golden State's better without Kevin Durant, though?
I've
seen that floated out there.
I think that can be at times. I think the dynamics do change. They have to shift. Okay.
Would you say this has been this will be, if the Warriors win a championship this year, this will be Steph Curry's worst year with the Warriors when they win a championship?
In the last 4 to 5 years, yes.
Do you think that's because of Steph Curry and his game is going down, or the injuries, or do you think it's because Kevin Durant? He's worried about making sure Durant gets touches, making sure everyone's on the team floating the ball. He doesn't feel the pressure to shoot the threes as much. Yeah. It seems like the threes there's still threes going down, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't feel like his three ball is as hot as it's been in the past few years.
I think the three ball is transitioning from Curry to Clay. When Clay's on.
When Clay's on,
okay,
right.
You look at the game before last, where was Clay? He wasn't to be found. So I find that interesting. But yes, I think Kevin Durant, somebody of that magnitude, you want to make sure he gets touches. He can take over a game. He's kind of like LeBron James, right? Anybody that plays with LeBron James are going to get less touches. And as LeBron gets a little older, I think you're seeing that obviously change and shift a little bit. But yeah, man, I think Durant, best player in the league. You want to make sure that the ball is in his hands and he can take control and has control of the game. Absolutely. So I think that obviously changes Steph's shots. I don't think that changes his accuracy. I think Steph Curry is still as accurate as he ever has been. But yeah, I don't think he's as heavily involved in this series that we're currently in the last series because I think you got Kevin Durant.
Let me read this from Steph Curry. During the timeout, we all looked at each other and there were a couple of smiles in the terms of like, what that meant for us as a team, and all the guys were going to need to step up in those moments, Curry said. Next man up mentality. Draymond Green said at some point in that timeout, Curry stepped up all right. After Durant's injury, in which the team described as a calf strain, Curry made the next 2 shots to close out the third quarter, then propelled the Warriors to victory with 12 points in the fourth. So what do you to me, I don't know. To me, it feels like they're not that worried. I saw Steve Kerr saying that Kevin Durant's going to be out for Game 6.
Yep.
He's already ruled him out today, which is Thursday morning, which is kind of crazy that he has already ruled him out. Yeah. Not let him go through the rest of the day and not see how he's feeling after Friday's practice.
Usually coaches
calf strain, dog.
Yeah, usually coaches do that kind of on purpose to not give the info.
That's what I was going to say. You think he's playing games here?
I think he might be.
You think he's trying to pull the wool over everyone's eyes and, hey, Kev's going to be out, man. He's not going to be available. And then all of a sudden Kev comes jogging out the tunnel. Wasn't expected to play. Everyone explodes. Actually, they wouldn't explode because it's in Houston. So they'd be booing like crazy.
Yeah.
But, or do you say, hey, Kev, you're all right. I know you're fine. Let's let this thing rest. Let's see how we're doing. And you let the game go off. And then all of a sudden, if the Warriors are getting their ass beat at halftime, you bring Kevin Durant back in the third. He comes out running out at halftime with the team and gives them a spark in the second half in Houston. What do you think of that strategy as well?
I think that's sick.
Paul Pierce coming out of the wheelchair. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, totally.
Remember when he got like wheelchaired off in like the second quarter and then all of a sudden he comes running back out in the third and the whole Boston's just cheering. It's like the guy was just in a wheelchair. Now he's running back out a quarter later. Like, what is happening here?
Right. That
was classic stuff. That's kind of the vibe I get from it. But no, I think, dude, I think it's definitely possible. Like, here's my take on this, man. Did you see, I was going to explode on this and I calmed down, so I'm not as mad right now. But last night I was mad. I was going off cussing at the TV. Asked my girl, did you see the guy in the fourth quarter with the We Believe sign? Warriors jersey, Warriors shit. And he had a sign before they went into commercial break, after the Warriors had just strained like 2 or 3 3-pointers in a row, gotten on a little run. Rockets called a timeout. Warriors are jogging over the bench. Everyone's excited. The camera shows that and then pans to the crowd. And this guy's holding up a sign, going crazy, cheering, and it says, "We believe." Really? Shoot yourself. Yeah. We believe? Are you kidding me? That's an underdog mentality. That's something for people that don't make it to the playoffs. Yeah. That's something for people that are not expected to be in the playoffs or the NBA Finals. That's We Believe. What are you talking about? Are you new?
Yeah.
I get that maybe you got brought over here from overseas, went into Silicon Valley, they brought you in to write code, and now you're a fan. Yeah. But don't do dumb shit. Get some friends. Have them explain the game to you. Yeah. Have them explain sports to you. And don't come back with a We Believe, a fucking We Believe sign inside of Oracle. Give me a break.
Yeah.
Believe in what? I believe you're a pile of shit. Get out of my face. Yeah. How about that?
How about you forget? He forgets. Yeah, my God.
That is annoying as fuck. I'm sorry, dude.
Dude, if you were my friend, I would never let you have a We Believe sign.
We Believe
if you
for
had
the Warriors?
If you had a 7th or 8th
what
seed
are you believing?
Saying We Believe, that's fine. Like
right.
LA Clippers, yeah, we believe. Sure.
The Nuggets didn't even make the playoffs last year, but as a number 2 seed, I wouldn't feel right sitting up in Pepsi Center with a We Believe sign. and that squad's young as hell, and nobody believes they should be there, but I do. So I would feel bad with a Everyone in the country should be. Everyone that sees that man should be like, hey, dude, hey, put that sign down.
Yeah.
But hey, lower that button.
Yeah.
For one, my kid behind you can't see.
Yeah.
For two, you look like an idiot. Just put the sign down. We believe.
This sounds like the guy that does the jersey switch halfway through the game when the team starts shitting.
Yes.
You heard about those guys?
Yes. Yes, exactly.
That's what this guy sounds like to me. He's just confused. But as a friend,
So that annoyed me.
As a friend, I would never let you be a piece of shit like that.
Yeah, it's really
Okay.
I don't even know. I might have maybe piece of shit is the wrong term. Maybe I was a little too harsh. But just an uneducated fan, just a moron.
Yeah.
You have to be a moron to pay that much money to go to a Warriors playoff game for one.
Yeah.
I know you've got the money because you probably live over in Silicon Valley. Now I know you don't understand sports because you showed up with a "We Believe" sign, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
No, that is not besides the point. That is the point.
That is the point.
Bringing the "We Believe" sign is terrible.
Get out of
and
here.
I'll just end on that. So you want to move into the Ayesha Curry stuff? Speaking of Warriors, Steph Curry.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let me play you. So Ayesha Curry was on the Red Table Talk, which is a show that Jada Pinkett Smith hosts. It's a Facebook exclusive. I don't watch it on there. I hate Facebook. I don't get on Facebook. I hope Facebook crashes and burns. My goal in life is to make enough money to where Zuckerberg doesn't have to run my life, have a part in my life. My homie said that the other day, and I totally agree. Like, I just want to make enough money and be to where I don't have to be on Instagram. I don't have to be, I can just do, like, if I have people that have my shit on there for a show, like we're hosting a show and we have producers and people that run the social media, fine. I just do not want to have direct connection with Mark Zuckerberg longer than I have to.
Sure.
Right now, it is a necessary evil in order to build the podcast and build the brand, but I can't stand Facebook.
Yeah.
So she has this show on Facebook called The Red Table or The Red Round Table, something like that. She has a bunch of women on there, and they're talking just women things. Ayesha Curry, it's kind of like The View or The Real or any of those shows, you know. So Ayesha Curry goes on there, and she talks a little bit about some insecurities that she has.
Sure.
With her marriage with Steph and
dating a professional athlete.
Just being a woman in general.
Sure.
So here, let me play those comments, and then we'll kind of react to them. Let me see here.
How do y'all deal with all the ladies around y'all men? How do you deal with that?
Stefan is like very nice by nature. He gets it from his mama. And so like everything's always like very, very friendly. And sometimes to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm a grown woman, so I'll just insert myself and be like, hello, how are you doing? Obviously, you know, like the devil is a liar and there's always like, the ladies will always be lurking,
Right.
hoping for their moment and waiting. He can't see it coming. I see it from a mile away. I honestly hate it. I don't like when I feel like leveled off with somebody.
Exactly.
It just irks my nerves. And so like we had the conversation about it, and he like tries really, really hard to make sure that if we're going somewhere, I'm being introduced. Like I don't like to have to introduce myself. It irks my nerves. But there have been a couple of times where I've wanted to like punch somebody in the face for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
That's human nature.
All right, so the comments there. First of all, I want to react to, I want to say, man, I want to give a hand clap to my man, Steph.
Yeah.
The fact that he was able to take her insecurity, she was able to voice that to them. For one, that's great communication by them. That's a sign of a healthy, strong marriage.
Sure.
They're communicating. She's unhappy with something. She said, hey, we had this talk. I let him know, and he tries really hard to make me not feel that way and to make sure he's aware of it. That right there is gold, dude, because you have the opposite of everything that she just said in that interview going on Twitter, going on. Now, in a couple of little things that I read, they refer to as Black Twitter, you know, like sneaker Twitter, Black Twitter, I don't like Black Twitter. I don't know.
Yeah.
It feels weird for me to be like, oh, Black Twitter said this. It just feels weird for me as a white man.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So it just feels weird. So I don't like calling it that. But on Twitter, everyone is destroying Ayesha Curry for admitting these insecurities.
Yeah.
This should be something we celebrate, man. The fact that she's able to go on a national platform and say, yo, I've been insecure about this in the past. This is stuff that got to me. This is stuff that kind of got under my skin. But the fact, and that's all people heard. Or they heard what they wanted to hear, and they heard, this does get to me.
Sure.
This gets under my skin, rather than it got under my skin, or it did get to me.
Yeah.
They didn't listen to the rest of the part when she said, oh, well, we had the convo, and now Steph is very aware of it. And she's just being real and being authentic about it. So I want to big up both of them for being able to have that communication in the relationship, but also I want to say shame on Twitter, man. That's just Twitter in general, but shame on you idiots, you retards that do not know how to listen to the whole interview and to let somebody be human.
Yeah.
Just like we had talked about earlier with the school shooting shit. Like, just if people could communicate and voice what they're feeling without scrutiny and ridicule, we'd probably have a lot happier world.
Sure.
If you weren't so quick to just tear everyone down. And Steph could have been the same. Steph could have done the same thing Twitter's doing. Oh, you're just tripping out. You're just being a bitch. You're just tripping. You're just tripping. That's what I saw over and over on Twitter.
Don't you trust me, babe?
Yeah.
Come on.
You're just being whack. You're being whack. You're being
da-da-da-da.
And it's like, that's not it. That's not it. You guys are missing the point, you fucking morons. You guys are missing the point. She is coming out of a place of love saying, hey, I'm insecure about this. This kind of gets to me a little bit. And him being a big enough man to be like, oh, baby, it's all right. No problem. I'm sorry. I didn't know that was bothering you. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to make sure you feel valued there in that situation. Like,
they literally developed a plan. She says now he tries to make sure to introduce me, when we meet new people, that kind of thing. So not only did they talk through it, but they also had a plan. Like, hey, here's what we can do. Here's what we should do.
Love it.
That's the way these relationships work. That's why people can't be in relationships, because people don't want to put in the work. They want to be so quick to judge and tear somebody apart versus, I hear you.
No doubt.
I understand. I know where you're coming from. I'll try better next time. Or, hey, let's do this next time. And that's exactly where Robin and I are. We're transitioning into that communication. Because, dude, I was a defensive son of a bitch. Let me be honest with you, And I wasn't to a point like, why can't you just trust me? And what do you think? I'm just sleeping with all these chicks and you think I'm just checking them out? You think I got Sports Illustrated? You think I got DMs and you think I'm doing this?
You have slept with a lot of chicks. You got a little insecure.
It happens.
It's like, now you were working at a lot of clubs. You had a lot of bad bitches coming through.
Yeah.
I know you were talking to a lot of bad bitches. So I'm a little insecure. And you said, hey, baby, that's not me anymore.
Yeah.
You see me? I'm not at the club.
I'm not at the club.
I'm at the Most Underrated Podcast Studios recording EPs.
Being hot.
Dropping EPs.
That's it.
You know what I mean? I'm not, baby, we're good.
Dropping EPs and dropping gems.
I'm not at the club no more.
No.
I ain't working the door no more. I ain't having people asking me, finessing me, trying to get a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
No.
We don't got any of that going on. Was it one time? Was it at one time? Yeah.
Maybe.
Not anymore. We're good now.
Yeah.
And what happened? You stopped getting defensive?
Yeah, you bet. I still can be defensive at times, but yeah, I mean, I've really had to drop that defensive barrier and just understand.
Comfort her and just understand. Yeah, support.
Like,
just support.
Whether you agree with it, whether
need to be defense,
it's not about illogics. It's not about who's right and who's wrong. Because guess what, man? When somebody's not feeling so good, when somebody's jacked up in a relationship, you both are losing.
No doubt.
Let's be real.
No doubt.
Okay?
Oh my God.
And if you ain't both,
I just want things to go smooth.
Dog, if you both ain't losing, then get the hell out of the relationship,
doubt.
because you guys both have to work at making something better.
Yep.
That's an opportunity. That's the problem. And until you decide to do that and lay the bullshit down about the insecurities and the defensive walls and nobody understands me and nobody has my back, because I've been in a lot of relationships in the past and I can't bring those into Robin and I's relationship. That's not fair. And you have to get over those, because I haven't been taken care of. I haven't been thought of as much in my last relationships. That's not Robin's fault.
Right.
So I'm having to kind of push that aside and say, okay, babe, talk to me.
Yep.
Let me listen, not just hear. Let me listen to what you're saying here and then try to develop a plan. And if there's no plan, just give somebody a hug. Reach out and say, babe, I'm sorry you feel that way, man.
Right.
I love you. I got
totally
your back.
didn't mean to. I didn't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that I do.
Yeah.
And if my girl didn't communicate with me, I would not know that I'm doing some shit that she doesn't like.
Yeah.
And so we've had to break down that wall, because it wasn't in the beginning. You're not just communicating about everything and just voicing everything. It doesn't work that way. But the quicker you get there, the quicker you'll realize, like, oh, damn, we don't have to be banging heads or trying to guess what the other is thinking, or we can just talk and communicate and then do that. Mm-hmm. And then there's no confusion. There's no mix up. You told me to do this. I'm doing it. I asked you for this. You're doing it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I said, this rubs me this way. Like you said, maybe I wasn't cared for as much as I felt like I could have been in my last relationships. Yeah. I did all the caring. I did all the whatever. So you communicating that to Robin, just letting her know, hey, I didn't feel cared for in my past relationships as much. When you do this, it makes me feel really good. I really like that. Sure. When you do this, I don't really feel as good. Yeah.
Check this out. The other night, just 2 nights ago, so not last night, the night before, we're watching the game and she's like, hey babe, I'm hoping, she's doing her, she teaches a C2 yoga class on Wednesday nights. So, or Tuesday night, sorry. And, so we were watching the Nuggets game and, all of a sudden, like right in the middle of the game, like it's fourth quarter, we got 8 minutes left. It's crunch time, and of course the Nuggets were up by a little bit, but you never know what can happen, right?
Of course,
when you have that many minutes in the fourth, especially
playoffs,
especially
Dame
going
Lillard,
that Dame's that dude. You got to watch him, And Robin just out of the blue says, "Babe, I need some cuddles," and I'm thinking, okay. At first thought, I'm like, I'm in my head, I'm thinking, God damn, like right now, and I didn't say any of this,
Right.
but in my head, a gut reaction is like, babe,
Right now, 8 minutes left to go in the game.
Now,
What
like,
are we
this
doing?
is, oh my God, this is not good for me. But literally, I flipped a switch.
Not good.
Yeah, below not good. But
Below not good.
But literally, I was able to flip a switch, and this is the growth, right? This is the time and putting yourself out there. Stop doing the same thing and expecting a different result. It's not possible.
Yep.
You have to do something different. So at that moment, have that gut reaction, push that aside, and I said, babe, this is a crunch time for the Nuggets. It's not the best time, but I understand you need cuddles. I'm coming over there right now. I went over there, gave her some lovies, gave her some huggies, gave her some pinch butts, whatever you need to do, right? Gave it to her.
It.
And it was cool, man, because I set expectations. I'm like, yo, I'm a little weird because this doesn't feel organic because I'm watching the game. I'm into that. I'm not into cuddle mode.
Right.
So I had to say something.
No doubt.
And I thought it was right. So I was like, hey, babe, I'm doesn't feel good. It feels weird. But then I had to think on her behalf. How hard do you think it was? How long do you think she was thinking at that moment before she said that? Like, oh my God, he's watching the game. He's really into it. He's on the other side of the couch. He looks so comfortable. He had a long day at work. I don't really want to ask. And you know what? It probably took a lot for her to ask.
Right.
Hey, babe, I'm just kind of not feeling connected. I need some cuddles. So I was able to think about that too. I was like, damn, it probably took her a lot of balls to say that at that moment because she probably analyzed everything in which I just spoke about.
Yeah.
And that took a lot for her. And for her to put herself out there, God, I had to reward her with some cuddles, man.
Dow, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
I got to give you some applause.
The growth is coming.
The growth is real.
The growth is aging. Like fine wine.
Dow.
Okay?
Dude, you're like a new man. That's awesome. The fact that you thought about it in that is
I still fuck up.
Incredible.
But,
who doesn't?
Yeah.
Though? Who doesn't? Everyone does.
So that was the new Dow. That was a different Dow. That's not the Dow we're used to, Dow. Okay? That's not the work in the clubs Dow.
That's not Doghouse Dow.
That's not Doghouse Dow.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
what we're used to.
All
We're used to Doghouse Dow, especially the past few weeks. But that's awesome.
Yeah,
it's
man.
incredible that you guys were able to you were able to
Yeah.
internalize and everything, put it all together, and then spit it out in a way. The verbiage was clean. It wasn't rude.
Yeah.
It wasn't in a rude way. It didn't put her down. It didn't make her feel bad. I honestly don't even think it would have been bad if you were like, hey, babe, we got 8 minutes to go. This is kind of crunch time. Can I after? I'm not like in super cuddle mode right now, and I want to be really I want to be in cuddle mode. I want to lay there and relax with you and enjoy it. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm over here cuddling. I'm jumping up, yelling at the TV. But you didn't even do that.
And I think some relationships, some can do that. But we have butchered that to a point where I know in my heart of hearts, that's not okay.
Wait, what? To give her cuddles later?
No, to say, hey, babe, this is crunch time, blah, 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 whatever.
Oh, it would have turned into a fight, maybe?
Well, no. Right now, though, that's not the time. It's not the right time to do that. I think there will be, but I think we have building still yet to do.
Gotcha.
So at that moment, I had to act and I had to do what I had to do at that moment. That's no shade against Robin. That's no shade against me. That's just the place that our relationship's at. And you have to be aware of that. It's like, just like we said earlier, be aware of your situation, be aware of your surroundings, know what's going on. I knew what was going on.
Nice.
And I knew what the right thing was. But I think you're right. As you can build this up, that can be something that is okay eventually. Just not right now.
Ayesha also went on to, in the interview, she kind of talked about just like she's never had a situation where she's had just like dudes fawning over her or like dudes, reaching out or jumping after her. And I don't think she really wants that. I don't think she really meant that in a way, but that's another thing Twitter kind of killed her for on there. And it's like, she didn't mean it in that way, but of course everyone takes it in that way. Cause I mean, what is Twitter? A bunch of insecure dumbasses that just have no time but to comment on other people's shit. Yeah. I mean, for the most part, there's some cool people on Twitter, but most of the time it's just like a bunch of nonsense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like it's hot take artists. Everyone's just a quick, how quick can you react to this? How disrespectful can you be? How much can you cut somebody down? It's just with no point. Do some people need to be?
We love negativity in today's world.
Right, exactly. But I mean, I'm not saying there needs to be times where, all right, that's retarded. You need some shit talked, but not all the time, not all day, every day. It's got to be this hot take artist and this freaking just blasting fools with negativity all day, every day. You can say some positive shit. Right. You can, that's going to
kind of a way for people to take their pain and make other people's feel it.
Yeah.
without having
Weirdos.
to
Well,
gun them
weirdos.
down.
and I think Ayesha Curry, I think she's beautiful in her own light. The only problem I would say is on Twitter, I did see a portrait of her and a portrait of somebody else next to her, and that can't be unseen. I still think Ayesha Curry is pretty, but when you see her next to Hines Ward, that can't be unseen.
I don't see it.
They look identical
I don't see it.
to me. So, for me, no wonder why nobody's swooning over her, because you look like Hines Ward.
I don't
but
see that.
she still is pretty in her own right. So
I think she's super pretty.
that can't be unseen. She's Hines Ward.
Nah,
I see it. That's all I see now.
I don't see it at all.
I don't know what to tell
I
you.
think that fool's ugly as shit
You
compared
go,
to her.
You go ahead and take the L on
That
the way
fool's
out.
ugly as fuck compared to her.
I win that one.
That fool's a pile of dog shit compared to her.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me right now?
JJ, I need you to do a poll on our story today.
Put it up.
Yeah, put it up. See what we do.
I don't think they look. I don't know.
Why
I
don't
think
you send me that photo and I will.
I'll send you whatever you want. You're the GOAT.
But anyway, to kind of finish up on that, I thought it was a little unfair to her, and I think this speaks to why people don't put their insecurities out there.
Yeah.
Why people don't open up, and then they get criticized for not opening up, and it's like
then they develop mental issues.
mental health or whatever. Yeah, because you keep everything locked in.
Yeah.
We
You got to get
you can
stuff
do that
out.
in relationships too. You can keep everything locked in.
Yeah.
You can keep everything, and then all of a sudden you explode on your partner, and like, whoa. What the hell? Why are you being such a bitch? Why are you being such a dick? Where'd that come from? And it's like, it's been building because you guys don't have communication.
Been building that resentment.
Right. Yeah.
Dude,
Resentment.
and
Exactly.
that builds up quick.
Yep.
My friend.
So I thought it was, great, man.
Yeah.
I thought she did an awesome job putting her feelings out there, being real,
Yeah.
being real about her insecurities, being real about what she feels.
I side with Ayesha.
Let me replay this clip really quick. There's another funny part I wanted to react to here.
How do y'all deal with all the ladies around y'all men? How do you deal with that?
Stefan is like very nice by nature. He gets it from his mama. And so like everything's always like very, very friendly. And sometimes to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm a grown woman, so I'll just insert myself and be like, hello, how are you doing? Obviously, like the devil is a liar, and there's always like, the ladies will always be lurking.
Right.
Hoping for their...
Don't you feel like that's the part where I wanted to, Steph's just a really nice guy and kind of unassuming.
Sure.
Fans are fans. I could see that because I'd be the same way. Like, whatever, I'm married. I'm married. Fans are fans. Like, but she's saying, these bitches know what the fuck they're doing. They're clearly putting some moves on him. They're clearly trying to, and I can see both sides, but don't you feel like every girl feels like every girl is like that with their man?
I do.
Don't you think that anyway?
Yeah. That extra protection.
It's just always like, she's trying some shit. No, she's trying some shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny. I thought that was just more hilarious to me because I think that's every girl. I think every girl I've ever been with has had that, they have that underlying, like, it's not that they don't trust you or they think you're a pile of shit, but it's just like, they just think everyone is on your dick. I'm like, I'm not that tight.
Yeah.
Steph Curry, maybe it's different, but I've had the same kind of thing where it's like, I'm a fucking, like, I'm just a basic looking cat. Like,
I'm just trying to be nice. I'm just trying to meet my
trying to be
fans.
cool,
I'm just trying to be cool, whatever. And
it was just funny. That really was funny to me because I think every girl can relate to that.
Yeah.
I think every girl kind of feels the same in some way.
That's a women's radar, man.
Damn, how did this camera already go out an hour into the show?
I'm not too sure.
Is Dallas's out too? Is yours still going? Both of them are out? My God, that's how we're doing it.
No, this one's still rocking.
Damn, that's how we're doing it in the new stewed.
Dang, new dude.
Anyways, so I thought that was good. Do you have any more on that to wrap up?
No, man, good for her for being honest and being transparent and not being afraid. God dang.
Yep.
In the limelight because of Steph, and knowing that she's going to get some backlash from that, but she's got balls, man, and you know what? Good for her.
Let's jump into the sneakers, man. This is
we were heavy.
so sneaker heavy.
We are
I guess
heavy.
we'll look at the Air Maxes on Monday.
Okay.
Because I don't really want to even talk about them. But they are the Air More up tempo 720s.
Whew, that's
Super fire.
a lot of words.
It's a lot of words. The triple black colorway looks like trash to me.
Dog
looks
shit.
like a restaurant shoe.
That's a
but
chef
the red
shoe.
ones are so sick to me.
They
and
are.
You saw me. I had them on last night when
Yeah.
we were building out the studio a little bit.
And see, I don't like the up tempo.
Yeah.
I'm just not a big fan of that shoe. First of all, and second, I had the OG Northern Lights 720, the OG
Yes.
pair, and dude, they felt so weird walking on them. So I gave them 4 chances, and then I ended up selling them used on Goat. I just didn't have to have them, right? So I didn't keep them. But they're a strange shoe, man. You really liked it.
Dude, I love them. I wish they would have done all the up tempos. Obviously, the 720 technology or that's what's weird. These are the 720s. The low, the other ones are 270s.
Yeah, the 270s just have the back heel.
Yeah, so I keep getting the two confused.
Yeah.
But these being the 720, I wish they would have had this. I told you last night, I was like, dude, if the Supreme pair would have been 720,
Yeah.
I'd pay whatever.
Yeah.
If it would have been this outsole, the 720 outsole on them, not only because I just think it looks so sick, but dude, it makes the shoe incredibly comfortable. Like I was telling you, I was like, damn, this would probably actually be a comfortable basketball shoe. Like I could see me running a little game in those, tying them up tight.
Yeah.
Now, I did have them hype beast laced, which I really love.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do that, I'd recommend probably going a half down. I'm such a hard 12. I did not go a half down, but I could still probably put another little insole in there. I could still probably put an extra little insole in there just to tighten them up, firm them up a little bit. Yeah. If I'm going to rock them a hype beast.
Interesting.
But yeah, let's get into what we have in studio since I forgot those. I love them, dude. I love them.
New shoes in the new studio.
Dude, I had to go to multiple stores to get those as well. I scooped them at Park Meadows. Very last pair.
Really?
Yeah. And Aurora Mall, gone.
Interesting.
Yep, gone. I know. Very
That's
interesting.
Cool. Huh.
I don't know that they're going to go crazy with resale, but, or I don't think they're not going to go crazy with resale, but,
sure.
I think it's an awesome shoe, dude.
Yeah.
I think once pictures start in the internet, wait till you see these pictures, JJ. Shout out to JJ, man.
Dude,
Springsteen. He killed it yesterday with the photos.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man. No, they looked cool. Dude, we're doing construction still, even to the wee hours of last night.
Yeah.
And you come over with this incredible jogger fit. And you got the up-tempo 720s on.
Stupid.
But you're ready to construct.
I was
impressed.
I came straight from the photo shoot with JJ, and I had other clothes that I'd set right by the door on my recliner to grab on the way out, so I could just change into those and come over here and work.
Right. Good plan.
Of course, I forgot the clothes as I walked out the door.
Yeah.
I'm coming here from the photo shoot. I'm like, dude, I'm in traffic. I was like, dude, I'm not driving all the way home, then all the way back to the studios. Like, it's just not going to work. So I just came straight from the photo shoot to the studios, and
fucking got to work.
Was working in the sick shit, in the polo gear, in the freaking in the up tempos. So whatever is what it is. But I'll make sure they're nice and wiped down, clean for Monday when I bring them in. We can take a look.
Nice. Hell yeah. All right, man. Well, I've got 4 pairs.
What?
I got 4 pairs to show you.
Okay.
Let me start off with the worst in my opinion, just because they've been out for a little longer, but we haven't seen them on the show. It's my boy Muzzy's pair. He's trying to get rid of them. They're a size 15.
Oh, Jesus.
So if anybody's interested, I don't know how he fucked up Sneakers app, but he did, and tried to order a size 10, got a size 15.
Nice.
I don't really know what's
going on.
That's
not bad. Only 5 extra sizes. No big deal.
It's not bad. We can make it work.
Just 5 sizes too big. 5 sizes bigger than a 10. Cool. That's common. Let me see what these are. Size 15. Dude, I was expecting a box to take up this whole table.
I know.
That's it?
This is Shaq shoe, I think. This is the Nike.
That box is not that big for a 15, in my opinion. It feels like it's smaller. I feel like I have boxes for a size 12 that are bigger than that.
I think you're probably right.
That's strange.
It is strange.
Okay, let me see.
So this is the Nike Air Max 1. This is the...
Oh, wait, don't block the camera.
Okay.
Just kidding. It's not on. Go ahead.
Just kidding. No worries.
The camera's on.
Oh, sorry. The main camera's on. I was talking about this one. Oh, this camera's on. How did it come back on?
Because I turned it back on.
Was it dead?
I have no idea what happened today.
What? Interesting.
Interesting.
All right.
So this is the Nike Air Max 1. These are the Tokyo joints. So they have the nice little what I think is the Tokyo maze. Yeah, which is pretty cool. I like the shoe. My favorite thing on the shoe
They smell like Tokyo.
is the outsole and is the midsole. Because on an Air Max 1, I don't see a lot of black midsoles, which is pretty cool. And then you have the translucent outsole, which says Tokyo Maze on the bottom.
Yeah, it's cool.
I think those are my 2 favorite parts of the shoe. The Maze is cool. It's a little hard on the eye. It's a very neutral shoe, so you can wear it a lot with a lot of different fits because of the black and the white, so very neutral color. But then you have the rainbow laces.
Is this the only laces they come with?
No, it comes with 3, dude.
Oh, I was about to say.
So actually, no, 4.
The rainbow ones that are in there are awful.
No, 5. 5 pairs of laces, dog, and
the patches.
Look at the patches, man.
Are sick.
The patches O'Houlihan for the tongue.
Yeah. Patches O'Houlihan. These are. I would probably go.
Look at all those laces.
I like these ones, dude.
Oh, would you go with the Kith joints?
I like those. I think those are sick.
The Kith Aspen.
I would go
laces?
with those, or I like the red. Depending on which patch you're going to throw on the front.
Yeah.
If you go with the red with the Japan.
Oh,
with the
that'd
Japan
be fire.
patch.
Too much fire.
Dude, that's what's cool about this shoe is there's so much customization you can do between lacing and patch switching out.
Yeah.
You could really rock 10 different fits with this thing.
I think the shoe's pretty sick, actually. And it's way, way under retail, if I'm correct right now.
Oh, really?
I think right now they're probably anywhere from $15, maybe even upwards of $20, $25 under retail.
Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drifts.
All right, let's see.
JJ, want to check out a size 15?
Sure.
Tokyo Maze. Right now in a size 12, my size, we're looking at $199 as the ask. So $150 was retail.
Really? What's a size 15 go for?
On a size 15, you're looking at the ask is not as high, $160.
Okay, so $10 over. So
retail.
are there any under retail?
Wait, so if someone in the audience here wears a size 15, what is he trying to get for these?
Dude, he wants retail.
Just retail.
Yeah, like
so if you wear a size 15, hit us up. We'll loop them to you. Retail, it's going to be cheaper than you'll get on StockX or anywhere else.
Yeah.
Right now, the lowest ask is $160 plus your $13.95 shipping. So here he just wants what? Is it retail plus shipping, or is he shipping them at retail? What's he doing?
I think we could do retail, and let's just add $5 of shipping. If it's more than that, we'll take care of it. But yeah, let's just do retail plus $5
shipped.
Yeah.
That's
$155 shift. You got it.
Steely Dan.
What do you think, JJ?
It's okay. It just reminds me of like coloring books back in the day.
Oh yeah,
it's all white and shit.
I was gonna ask if you did the maze,
the coloring book of the maze, where you actually did the maze when you're at IHOP waiting for your pancakes. Okay.
I don't know. It seems like it seems like they didn't really put that much thought into it, and they just kind of like, okay, let's make a black and white shoe.
By they, do you mean the designer who designed it? Because it wasn't Nike.
Oh, really? Okay.
Remember, it's one of these series.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I think it's just kind of like poorly done because this is such an easy design to do, and
I think it looks cool.
All the color in the laces, and I feel like it just takes away from the shoe. Because it's like, it's Tokyo. I go back to what I said about the Soul shoes. Like, it's Tokyo. That city is probably the most colorful place you'll ever see, especially during the night with all the neon lights. Yeah. And you give me an effing white shoe? Like, are you kidding me?
What if it was a Nike and Toyota Supra collab? Would that have fit Tokyo better? Like a rice burner car?
What joke are you trying to make?
I'm not trying to make a joke. I'm just asking. Like, what I know Tokyo from is Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious series.
Yeah.
Okay, so what if that was half Supra, half Nike Air Max? Would you be sold?
Supra?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that would even look like. But
was there another shoe that Tokyo? I feel like we just looked at another shoe that had something to do with either Tokyo or Japan, and it was something similar.
It was Soul.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
My Air Maxes.
That's right. That's what it was. And you thought they should have been more colorful too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
this is a freaking Air Max. Like, Sean Witherspoon, like, literally made the perfect Air Max, in my opinion. Like, he took a bunch of colors, put them together. He even combined two different freaking shoes. All like.
So you just think this is a disappointment? That's all.
Yeah.
All right. That's fair. I don't think it's the coolest shoe either. But I think for $150, Air Max collection designed by somebody,
I will say,
I think it's cool.
I like how they gave the patches and the laces, but it's just like, you didn't even try, man. They gave you a blank piece of paper and you just kind of threw some black and.
What if you would have been able to customize your own Nike swooshes as well? Would that have sold it for you?
No.
If they had the pop-offs?
Yeah. They like pop-off.
The Velcro?
Because you have the Velcro patches.
Right.
Why not have the Velcro swooshes?
I think that'd be cooler.
That would have made that shoe super sick, and I would have had 2 pairs.
I think it'd be cooler. I'm with you. I don't think it's a bad shoe for retail. You get some dope paper, you get a dope box, you get a bunch of laces, you get a dope patch.
5 sets of laces.
Right. 5 for $150?
The only one you get more on, or just a little bit less on, is the Travis Scotts. I think those the Jordan 1s come with, 3 or 4 pairs of laces.
I mean, if we're talking $400 resell, I'm not paying it, but $150.
$150.
What are you gonna do?
$155
shipped for a size 15.
If y'all need it.
There you go. You and your brother.
It just seems like the creativity isn't there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just get this pair for your brother, guy.
Yeah.
Tell him he'll grow into
it. Is he size 15?
No.
He'll grow into him, guy. He's 17. He's still growing. Men grow till 25.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He's going to grow into him. All right, what next, Al?
All right, I'm ready for you to shit on these. I am prepared.
Why? Is it that bad? Have I seen them before?
Ponytails? Yeah, it's a ponytails.
Is it? That box is fire.
This box, dude, the Fear of God boxes are so sick, man. The slide outs, I think they're done super, super well. But yes, these are the Fear of God moccasins. AKA the ponytails.
You wanted the raids, but you end up getting these instead just because you had to cop something, or did you really want these, Dallas?
I really wanted him to look at them. I wanted to see, I wanted that air bubble. I love that air bubble, man. That's my favorite part of the shoe. That really sets the shoe off. Everything else, the details are not that great. The shoe is very narrow.
Look at this collar up top. How do you wear these?
I figured out how to wear them.
So bad, dude.
So yes, you can wear those with joggers and sweats and things like that. But
Look how long that is.
But you know what I figured out is, the ones that the joggers or sweats that have the zips, at the bottoms, for your collar. If you unzip them a little bit, the way that lies on top of the collar is sick. But if you have them zipped all the way, or you have tight pants at the bottom, it looks retarded, if you ask me. So there's a way to make these look good. And what I found with joggins or sweats, if you open up the zippers a little bit and kind of let the flaps hang over the top of that shoe, looks pretty cool. But it's still a moccasin look at the end of the day.
What's the official name of these?
They're the Nike Air Fear of God Mocs.
Just for the radio audience, if you're not watching on YouTube, that's what we're looking at right now. Because I don't know if they understand the ponytail joints.
Yeah, the ponytail joints.
Look at the back. That's why we call them the ponytail joints right there. It's got like a little lace lock, and then it's got some. I guess this tightens the side. Have you messed with this at all?
No, I haven't yet.
Does it really perform? Is it for performance? Or is it more aesthetic?
No, I think it does lock you in a little bit, but there's no performance that you're going to be doing in this.
So
this
do you
is
almost
straight
need
lifestyle.
to pull that tight in order just to wear the shoe? Because this looks so huge up here. How does your ankle and foot not just flop around out the top of the shoe?
No. It locks you in, man. I've put the shoe on, so your foot gets locked in there. There's no doubt about it. But yeah, the top does have some flop, no doubt.
You got the just straight black insole, says Air, and then it says Fear of God. No Nike logo, though.
Nope.
It just says Air. That's pretty interesting.
Which what all the Fear of Gods have, as far as I'm aware of. I don't know about the ones, the really super high ones, because I haven't seen those in person yet. But, a couple cool details to point out. So the ponytail, the lace lock, with the straps that you pull, of course, the notorious air bubble on there. Check out the button on it. It's actually magnetized. Yeah, I
saw that.
Which is pretty sick.
Kind of like the Herschel backpack style.
Yeah, absolutely, which is
magnetic
cool.
button.
And I like that strap. I know you're kind of out of straps. You like the laces, so I get that. But I like that big strap. I think that does something to really... That and the bubble are kind of my favorite parts of that shoe. Also, with Fear of Gods, all the ones that he does, you'll see a number code just right before that air bubble.
Yeah, I saw
the
that.
bottom. I believe that to be Jerry Lorenzo's either dad or uncle or grandfather. It's his serial number to his dog tag.
Oh,
which is pretty cool.
Super ill.
So it's cool that Jerry can put like family ties
those
in
touches,
his shoes as well. And this is also cool because again, Nike went out and did something that they've never allowed before. They let Jerry build his own silhouette, shape his own shoe. That was Jerry's main concern. Like, hey, if I'm coming to you, if you're going to let me do some shit, let me do the shape. And love this or hate this shoe, it's fine. But this is out of Jerry's head. I think that's cool. And for Nike, one of the biggest companies of all time, to allow a designer to really shape and make and mold his own shoe, I think that's cool, man.
The material up top on the upper, it kind of reminds me of like that old Nike ACG shit. I don't even know if they make that anymore, but like where you would find at REI or like climbing stores. Like it reminds me of those Nike ACG like hiking pants that you would see some hippie chick wearing with the hiking boots. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what it reminds me of?
It just like those rustly, the zip offs, dude. Yeah. The cargo zip away.
Sure.
Nike ACG. Yeah. That's what that reminds me of, bro.
It reminds me of a taint, of a taint.
Of a taint?
No.
Interesting.
of a
Okay, wow.
No, it reminds me.
That took a turn for the worse.
Take the L on the way out.
Oh, I'm dead.
I remember the first time I misspoke. It reminds me of a tent. Like a tent that you would sleep in. That's the material. Not a taint.
Are you sure?
I can't even get that out of my head. That's so funny. I don't even know why. I'm 5. I am 5.
Real nice,
Take
fellas.
the L on the way out.
That one was for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, are we doing the cast with the fam right now? What's going on? Great.
Johnny and Trav in here? What's going on?
Oh, awesome. So you guys, out? In or out?
Yeah, I'm 200% Audi.
Gotcha.
I'm Audi 5000 on these.
I haven't decided if I'm going to keep them yet.
Really?
I haven't decided yet. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, man.
Is there any resale?
No, absolutely not. I think these are even under retail on some sites. And I say under retail, but if you look at shipping, things of that nature, I mean, it evens
Isn't
out,
that so stupid? Sorry to take your point away here or cut you off, but isn't it stupid that we have to buy shoes because we live here in Denver. We can't just go look at a shoe or see how it's going to look. We have to physically buy the shoe to know whether or not we hate it.
To check it out?
Yeah. Isn't that annoying?
It's the worst.
You get the shoe and then you're like, I don't even know if I'm going to keep it anymore, man. And it's not.
But that's what we do.
That's what we have to do.
That's
dude.
routine here. We just know
we don't have an option. If you want it, if you think you might want it, you have to buy it in order to actually take a look at it or see what's going on.
Yeah, we can't just go to Craigslist and Let Go and Offer Up and all these places and just meet up with somebody that has this fire shoe.
Go down to Mag Park or I cannot see this shoe anywhere in person without just buying it. It sucks. But that's just is what it is. What are you going to do? Bitch or you move? I guess we're just going to keep bitching because I ain't moving. All right.
You bet. So that's that one. This shoe, actually, we both got last week.
Yes.
We just missed, obviously, one cast, and, some time has passed by. But the global release date was today. I got these early off of Sneaker Politics. Shout out to my boy who sent me the link. I appreciate you. But this one actually released globally today. This was on Sneakers app this morning. This is the Nike React Presto, the Brutal Honeys.
Yeah.
I like these, man. I really, really dig these. Yep. And the reason I dig these is because in 2000, Nike Prestos came out and they did 12 different character versions of Prestos. Brutal Honey was one of those. So this pays homage to obviously a shoe from the early 2000s, from actually 2000, and it has that similar logo inside on the insole, which is super sweet. So I'm kind of a nostalgic guy. I'm a collector guy. I love things from the past that are new versions of today. That's why I really like this shoe. But my favorite part of this, aside from that, the cage. Dude, I dig this cage.
I wish it would have been the Presto cage. I don't know why.
I don't want the Presto cage anymore.
I hate this cage. It's fine. It's fine, but it's not. I just wish it would have been a true hybrid. Like it would have been, if they would have actually taken the Presto upper and put it on the React. Right. That would have been dope to me. I know some people don't like hybrid shoes like that, but that would have been really cool to me. I don't hate the cage. I'm not against it. It doesn't push me away from the shoe. Mm-hmm. I just would have liked to see the OG silhouette in colorway on top of React. Yeah. Like the way it was made to go on top and maybe there's logistics that just don't allow. I don't know. Sure. But that's what I would have loved to see.
Interesting. Aside from that, so you've got the white laces, you've got some subtle suede hits in yellow around the laces and on the back
glitter
heel.
in the toe? Or is that it's like a sparkle in the toe?
It does have a bit of sparkle.
Isn't that interesting? I didn't know that until we have we're sitting under studio lights, so maybe that's why, but you can definitely see like a little bit of a shimmer.
Yeah, it's like a shimmer to the actual upper on the mesh.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't know. But Prestos, super lightweight, super breathable. It was the shoe that I had always had before Boost ever entered into the segment. Now you have Nike's close technology or their opposite to Boost that is very, very similar with that React technology. So now you've got a Presto made better, in theory, with the midsole and the comfort. So, dude, I'm excited to have it. There's a few colorways. The Panda one came out today as well on Sneakers app. I think you're going to see a couple to follow like middle of this month somewhere. I'm really looking forward to the black, the red, and the white one. I don't know what character that one is or anything of that nature, but I really like this shoe. What do you think, man? You tried it on, you walked around with it, and you felt kind of weird at first, right?
I still do. I wore them. I have not worn them outside yet.
Okay.
I wore them around my crib for like the whole afternoon, night, and I just wore them inside the house, dude, because they'd never touched concrete. So I don't normally wear shoes in my house, but I just wore them around the house just to try to break them in without wearing them outside. I think I'm just going to have to wear them outside. I'm not used to the React. The React is still weird to me. Sure. It doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel like when I put my foot into Boost, it's just comfortable from the jump. There's nothing you have to do. This feels like it's just not quite there yet. It feels like the shoe almost made me feel like I had a wide foot when I don't have a wide foot. Yeah. It felt like my foot was almost stretching out really weird on the React.
Interesting.
And then pushing, as I stepped, it was kind of pushing my pinky toe out into this like mesh upper. Like it was kind of just very visible. And maybe I was just paying a little more attention with the React, but it just didn't feel natural to me right off the jump. So I might need to just take a little bit of time with the React and break them in or whatever. But
I think what's weird to me is, and I think it might be weird to you as well, but walking on all these pods,
I think that's
it almost feels like you're walking on kind of a golf shoe, like with spikeless shoes. But the golf shoes have a little bit of texture and have some some fake spikes or whatever kind of that have risen along the outsole. And I think that's kind of what it feels like at first. But I'm used to the Element 87s, the shower curtains. So walking on React is nothing new to me. But I think that also pays a little.
Yeah, and I don't have any. I don't have any of the other React shoes. I don't have any of the ones they made before that or the ones they made after. I did try it on with that, and I know why they put the pods because everyone was slipping and it was just super slick.
Got to have a little bit of grip texture.
The OG React, but yeah, it does feel weird at first. I'm not gonna lie, it feels weird.
It sets really high too.
Yeah,
you know.
Oh, dude, if you need a little boost, your lady's wearing high heels.
Yeah.
Fellas, and you want to wear a shoe out for the night,
this is it.
Get the up-tempo 720s or get these. They're both going to give you 3 inches of lift.
Dude, it feels like one of those old 60s and 70s old sports cars, like a Chevelle or a Nova that's kind of lifted in the backside a little bit, you know? Like, I feel like I could... You
definitely get lifted on these. You get a little boosted, no boost.
For sure.
You get a little height.
JJ,
jump.
First reactions?
What's your react to the React?
What's your react?
They're okay.
Shocking.
Wow.
Okay, dog, this isn't cool to me. This cage right here looks fucking cheap. This looks like they tried to make an Ultra Boost out of a Nike shoe, and it literally looks like you're gonna be sitting on stilts all day long
With all the pods?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just,
I think that's fair.
it isn't fancy. There's nothing that big to
Well,
it.
it's a $120 shoe.
Yeah, $120 shoe. What do you expect?
How is it?
What do you mean?
How is it 120? Because that React
I
technology
feel
that
like
is
it
super
would be
nice.
cheap. It should be cheaper than that. Jeez.
What? How? What shoe is cheaper than that?
I
Go get some Sauconys for 90. That might be. Go down to Division West.
Yeah.
Ask them what they got for 90.
Yeah.
Hey, say my budget's under 100.
Yeah. See if they got some Cavus in
It just
stock.
this cage bugs the hell out of me. Like it just does not look. It looks cheaply made, and it's just.
Does
it's
it look
bugging
like
me.
it? Does it
and
look like
this
it
looks
shouldn't
like
be
a
there?
Balenciaga top. Like it's just like they tried to take a high fashion shoe and slap, or they did. I guess I don't know.
I don't see that at all.
I don't see high fashion.
I see the cage, and here's what I would have wished with the cage. If they would have gone, if they didn't go with the OG Presto cage, and they just stayed with this like they did, I wish this would have been a metallic gold. I wish it would have been the shiny gold, like the heel cups on the Ultra Boost. I created that bright, or the gold medals, whatever.
Yeah.
I wish they would have gone with that on the cage.
That
But I
would-
know that the OG really wasn't that.
Yeah.
The OG was kind of this
Yeah.
in a matte fashion, but it
Right.
was the regular cage.
And they had that toe cap in the front, like
Yeah,
Presto's
yeah,
always did, like
yep.
the Essentials. They had
I would have
toe
loved that
cap.
too.
Yeah.
Because they kept that on the acronyms.
Yeah.
And I would have loved to see that on here. I would have
Yeah.
loved to see a dope yellow hit on the toe cap, or even gold matching.
Yeah, it's weird
It was
to
gold
see-
in the OG Presto.
Yeah.
Brutal Honey.
Yes, it was. It was like
matched
it
the
was like a
cage.
darker gold.
Yeah, it just matched the cage. It was the same.
Yep.
But that's why they went with that color of cage, which it almost doesn't look gold. It almost looks like a bronzy washed gold.
It does.
Dude, this
What up?
looks like a Balenciaga. And
don't
I
see that
know
at all.
someone who wears something like this, and it looks so similar.
Well, that's great. If you could pull,
Balenciagas don't even have laces. Where are you seeing that? I just am not seeing.
It's just the like fabric and
Is it
then
the
the yellow
shape?
part. Like I've seen a pair of Balenciagas with this. Like
just pull it
kinda
up. Just do some
yeah.
research,
Do
guys.
some
Let me see
research.
what, let me
what
see
you
what
got.
you're seeing. As we'll continue the convo, I want to see where you're getting high fashion off this, because I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just not familiar with what you're looking at. I don't see high fashion at all, especially when you throw these on with some joggers. I wouldn't say these are great jean shoe,
No.
but you throw these on with some joggers, some jogger sweats.
Sick.
These are really dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, they looked great in at the crib when I put them on with the joggers.
Yeah.
My girl was like, "Oh, I really like those."
I
really like them. They look great.
I got the H&M joggers on today with the zippers on the bottom.
The 2-year-old joints?
that everybody loves, that like are washed out because I haven't used enough
That's the
woolite
exact
over
ones
years.
I wore with these. Oh,
Dude, they look fire.
super fire with that.
Dude,
pair.
I'm putting them on, man. Like right now probably. And shout outs to Stance, dude. I got some new Stance socks. Check these joints out, dude. These are so sick, man.
Wow.
I don't even know what that design is, but
I love the coral on the toe with the teal hit,
dude.
And then let me see the front. I don't know
like
what that
this,
is either.
like this, I don't know, gargoyle type.
Are those the
shit
Game of
set.
Thrones edition?
These are the Game of Bones.
Nice,
Yeah, for
the
sure.
Game of Bones.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Good one.
Sports Illustrated, SI, Game of Bones.
I like it. I'm with it.
So, dude, all right, I got one more shoe for you.
Okay.
I haven't seen this. This just got dropped off to me before we even started the cast. I was able to sign from FedEx and come to the cast, and we're good to go. I haven't looked at them. I just took them out of the cardboard box before we started off the cast, so I didn't make a lot of noise.
I thought that's what the ones you. Sorry, JJ showing me a
He's
picture
going back
of
to the Balenciagas.
The Balenciagas. I thought this is what you were looking at. I don't see it. Just the only thing that's the same is the colors. This is a high top water sock.
Yeah.
That is. I don't see anything similar.
The
except
shape
colors.
is totally different. The colors are similar, but I just don't see that. The midsole is different. The outsole is black. You've got a sock-like upper. That reminds me of anything. It's the Adidas sock shoe they came out with.
Yes.
That was god-awful.
Yep. I could see that.
That's what reminds me more of that.
This outsole, too, just doesn't remind me of the React outsole. This looks like so much more performance than high fashion.
Yeah.
To me, that is not chunky enough to be Balenciaga high fashion shit, in my opinion. We all,
Yeah.
maybe we'll get some. Put that photo up side by side with the Brutal Honeys on the cast, and we'll see what people say in the comments. Maybe they'll agree with you.
Yeah,
maybe
do like a
who
who did it better or something cool like that.
So put that up. Let's see.
All right, so this is the pair. So I deboxed it just so we weren't opening up cardboard, but I have not seen these. I am super pumped when I saw leaks of this. I'm a flannel guy. I'm a 90s guy.
Yeah.
I'm a winter guy. I don't like summer.
Oh, I know which ones you're talking about. Wait, you
This
said
is-
you already deboxed it? You don't need my Supreme knife?
No, I already took them out of the. Oh damn!
What?
Because I didn't want to make any noise, but I forgot we had brand new Supreme knives.
Speaking of brand new Supreme knives,
Yeah, let's talk
obviously
about
I
that.
cut the shit out of my hand the other day.
I did see
with
that.
it,
When
but
we
no, we can go into the shoe. I don't want to. We don't need to step. I don't want to step on your toes. I was just saying the Supreme knife. I'll
All
talk
right.
about it in a minute.
Looking super forward to these. They sold out. I don't think they were hard to get like that morning when they launched. They launched
Quick
in.
question here before you continue without the people knowing. Do you think this shoe is overdone?
Yeah, I mean, it continues to be overdone. I think, I think they've started to do like the solar glides, and now those are getting overdone. So yeah, I think Pharrell probably.
No, just like that specific collab with Human Race. Do you think that's overdone?
No, not yet. No,
Seriously?
I still think they're putting out some cool ones. I think the colorways are still easily distinguishable than anything else. I think if you look at this collab on a Human Race, you're like, oh yeah, that's definitely BBC. That's definitely them. So I think, I still think they're setting themselves apart, in my opinion, from either the colorways or the design aspect. But I think the Human Race NMD is definitely overdone. I think Pharrell is going to have to come out with a new model here soon. The Solar Glides helped, but there's no hype on those because obviously Adidas, those came out at the time Adidas was losing all its hype anyways. So I think Pharrell and Adidas
Plus,
team.
they were restocking them like crazy.
So I think their team is probably working on something, but the Human Race NMD is overdone, continues to be overdone. But man, I had to have this pair. It's flannel. It's sick. I haven't seen these. You got a second set of laces. These are the BBC Human Race NMDs in the blue colorway, man.
And there was a green one, correct?
Yes. So the blue was you could get it at BBC online or at their
Billionaire
store.
Boys Club. If
You
you're
got it.
familiar, not the sneaker game.
And you could also get the blue off of Adidas.com. The green, however, was a BBC Billionaire Boys Club exclusive. So I think you might have been able to get it off their website, but I think it was mostly only in stores.
The only one that has hype, essentially.
Yeah, the green, because it was harder to get, right? But
Yep.
This is the blue BBC Human Race NMD. I love it, man. This shoe is so sick to me. And it's
what does
just,
the other one say? What do the shoes say on top? This one says
one
mind.
says heart and one says mind.
Ooh.
Heart and mind.
Pull up some music that's going underneath. Should I pull up Heart? Or should I pull up
Ooh.
Simple Minds?
Probably heart.
Do you know Simple Minds?
Yeah.
What is Simple Minds?
Let's see. It's not everyone needs to take.
What is Simple Minds? One of the biggest 80s movies of all time, dude. Simple Minds, their hit was in one of the biggest 80s movies of all time.
Damn. Not the Breakfast Club.
Dallas.
No?
Dallas. Dallas. Oh man.
I might be out on this one.
It is.
It is the Breakfast Club.
Second guessed yourself. You had it, bro. All right. We'll leave this up underneath.
Is that a don't you
Don't you
forget about
forget
me?
about me. Simple Minds, Heart, Mind up on the top. Oh, I don't know why I said Simple Minds. Heart and Mind up on the top of the Billionaire Boys Club Pharrell's. Let me see what does the back have on that one? Oh, so you got the B on this one, and then you got the Adidas trefoil logo on that one. Pretty dope, man.
I like them, man. But again,
The scaly boost on them.
I'm telling you, and if anybody has anything in the comments, I would say that the Human Race NMD with the trail sole is more comfortable than any of the other Human Races.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know why that is.
I just
don't
wore
know
those
if it
Inspires
adds
yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know if it adds more cushion, more comfort, more stability, more height, more whatever it is. All these things.
Height.
Height.
Everyone does that. John Elway.
Height.
John Elway is the king of that. Height.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. I really like these, dude. We
love
don't need
them.
to talk too much about NMD because we all know what they are, but they've got the trail sole. They got the blue and black flannel. Love it. They've got the white laces that come stock, and then you've got the blue laces in both 3M.
I'm really surprised at how much I love these because I'm not a royal blue guy at all.
You're not?
But these are really cool in person, dude. I think I love the white laces on top of that. I like white laces on top of a color, a darker color. It just pops off there really, really nice.
You bet.
So I'm a fan, man. I'm a
You
fan
like
of these. I don't know if I like them enough to pay $300.
Yeah.
They're about 50 over retail right now.
Is that what they are?
250s retail.
Yep.
Resale, you're looking around $300.
I think even on Adidas, I think I paid $270 because now they charge taxes and the shipping.
Are you gonna wear these? Or are you gonna keep them?
I'm wearing these.
Let them chill for a while.
Yeah, I'm wearing these.
You don't care about the resale?
Don't care.
See where it goes.
Don't you care? Nope. Sure don't.
These are these are dope. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I thought that blue was gonna be.
You thought the blue was gonna make you blue?
I guess it still is
royal
royal. I don't
blue?
know. I like it. It looks good. I'm surprised by it. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
If it was black laces, I might not like it as much. I think the white laces with the white stitching off the checkered pattern really looks dope.
Yeah. It takes away some of that blue.
It does take away
it
the
takes
blue.
the dominance
Takes
away.
the sting.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's cool. I like it. JJ, any Balenciaga opinions on these as well?
I like these
Cool.
a lot.
What do you like about 'em?
I'm a big fan about. I used to wear a lot of flannels, so these are sick hiking shoe. I could see wearing a nice red flannel or something with some black jeans or something to mix it up. But these are really cool compared to the last solar ones. Those solar ones were just
that last solar pack?
so random, and I couldn't even tell what half the shoe said to begin with. So
I think we need to go
feel
get
like
a
he
fit pick in
definitely-
these. You need to go buy some blue flannel, like a Dickies.
You think blue on blue would be too much?
Blue on black.
Just blue on black.
Yeah. Tears on the river.
Push on the shove and don't mean much.
I think he definitely took a step back, and I think
Joker
it
on
was
Jack.
a good idea because it really paid off, in my opinion.
Does that
But
trail sole
I-
feel different to you, Dal?
Yeah, oh yeah, it does.
It does. Totally feels
Hell
different,
yeah.
right? It feels softer.
Oh man,
It feels,
I think that's what adds to the comfort.
yeah.
You have some additional rubber.
It feels nice, dude. This feels really nice. We definitely
It's
need
like
to go
having
get
a
a matching.
tire on
We
the
need to get a
bottom of your
matching
foot.
a matching outfit, dude, with this checkered pattern.
I know. Let's do it.
We need to find that. If anyone's got a fit that we can use for a fit pick with this, we're gonna start posting a lot more fit picks on the gram. So just
Dog, you
matching
need a
certain shirts, certain
turtleneck.
shoes.
a
turtle-
black turtleneck with
Yeah.
a
Oh my
red
God.
flannel,
Okay.
some Levi jeans, and this. I'm pretty sure that would be sick.
Well,
Look at that, the style god.
hey,
Would
the
you take?
sty-
Are you taking advice from the style god?
I'm the god regardless.
Let's go.
If the guy says let's do it, let's do it.
Do you have anything more? Any other sneakers? Anything more?
No, I mean
Sneakers and fashion wise.
the one thing I want to talk about a little bit was today the Supreme release.
Oh yes.
You know, I think there's some things that we can cover on that.
The
I got some sellout times that'll blow your mind.
I took an L on all the shit I wanted, except for the lighter. I
What
did
all-
get the lighter.
What all did you want?
I wanted the racing shorts and the racing parka. I wanted both of those. I still want them. If
Yeah.
you got them in if you got the shorts in an XL and the parka in a larger an XL, I'll take them. Let me know what your price is. Hit the kid up.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to. I'm going to get them regardless. So whether I'm getting them from you or I'm paying from StockX, I'd rather not wait the week and a half or 2 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
But so somebody's got them, man. Or if you got a plug on it, let me know.
Dude, that parka, good luck. Let me tell you why.
Why?
So the sellout time of the Grand Prix parka in the European side, and this is a small. So let's go with you were probably a large or an XL, right?
Yeah.
So the large was 6.2 seconds in
That
the
ain't
UK.
bad.
4.3 seconds was the XL. 2.6 seconds was the
I
small.
had a shot.
Yeah, you might have had a shot. What do you think the US sellout times was?
I have
on
no
that?
idea. Probably
It's the
similar.
small parka was 5.8 seconds.
You got it.
damn.
5.8er, man. So that's a hard one to get. So I don't think anybody's gonna oop you. And if you were,
I'm not saying ooped.
Well,
that's
no,
why I said let me
and
know
I'm
your
not
price.
saying that either. But if somebody was to even get you maybe even 100 or 200 over retail, I think that thing's gonna be going for a lot. I do.
Really?
I don't think. I think it's out of our price range, but you never know. Somebody hit us up, see what's up. But I think those are going to be blood aches. You know what, JJ? Look up StockX for me.
Did you say butt aches?
No, I said bloody.
Oh, I thought you said I think those are going to be butt aches. I was like, what is that?
What does butt aches mean? It's tight. What is
What were you going to say to him? JJ, look up what?
Look up what StockX has some of the parkas right now. And just to see those people in New York who already have them, let's see what a few people have sold those for. Because I'm curious. Because I don't know if there's any bottom to those, man. Those are going to be pricey. I think they're going to be somewhere probably around $450, $500, and I think they retailed. If I'm correct, what did they retail for? Do you remember what they retail for, JJ?
Nope.
I think they're somewhere probably around $450 right now.
The lowest ask is $425, and the highest bid is $474, and that is for a.
That's not that bad.
That's for a medium. A large is
for the Grand Prix?
$439. An extra large is $470. Small is $500.
What were they retailing for? I don't know what the retail cost on it was. I don't even remember. I had it in my cart this morning.
Did you?
But
I assume they're around the $200 range.
Dude, that's so fire. I need to have that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I was thinking they were going to be around 500. So I guess I'm a little over that right now. Who
Retail
knows?
was $328.
$328. So
I guess that's not
$100
not
over.
Bad at all.
So that's not that much over retail.
What let me see for the XL right now, $470, $439 on the large. If I can get the XL, you think I think I need an XL.
I think so, man. I think if you go bigger versus smaller on that, I think it's going to look better than like be too small.
What was the retail on the shorts? Those are hitting for right now in an XL $229, or not an XL, but a size 36, which I'll be wearing.
The shorts are $148.
That was retail.
Yep.
So not even 100 over there. $229. It's not bad. Could be worse.
So you could get a sick fit at what, $650?
Hey, you can still get that lighter though.
Yeah. What's up?
You can still get that lighter.
I got the lighter.
Oh, okay.
I got the lighter as well.
Cool.
What do you mean still get it? It's still sitting there?
Yes,
The
sir.
lighter is?
Yep.
I thought that was like the number one sellout item. Like it was projected
never
that was
mind.
going to be.
It glitched.
Oh, I was about to say.
At one
what?
point, it said like add to cart. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, what? Damn,
Yeah.
everyone's hitting me up for bets. I ain't got time right now, fellas.
Yeah. So what I got was I did get the diamond plate Zippo lighter. Had to cop that.
Yep.
And then I love hoodies. I'm a hoodie mellow. Okay.
Did you go manual on all this shit?
I did a
No
manual.
sup bot.
No, I did a manual cop on the Zippo, and then I did the Supreme.
Did you do them two separate, or did you go? So you check out the hoodie, then go back and get the lighter, or
Nope.
vice versa?
I added
or
both to the cart.
You did both, okay.
Yeah, both to the cart, and was able to manual cop the Supreme Champion outline hoodie sweatshirt. So it has Champion on the hood, like on the either the front or the back. I can't remember exactly. And then it has like the little Champion logo. You know, like the little back. Tag.
Is it what color was the hoodie? Was it purple?
No,
The shorts were purple.
They had purple, they had orange, they had black. I actually got the olive.
Let me see it. Let me see if I know which one I'm talking about.
Sorry, that's my order.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So yeah, I got that one because it has
What
the
was retail?
148.
Okay, not bad. It has
Yeah.
the what?
It has like the inside sizing tag. It actually has that on the
Outside at the bottom, yeah.
bottom left pocket. So I thought that was pretty cool, man. Pretty subtle, which is what I like. I don't like super loud stuff. Very neutral, and I don't have an olive hoodie. I got so many blacks, as JJ would say. Dog, you got to get a new wardrobe,
Dog,
bro.
you only
It's
wear
all
black.
you wear is black. I'm like the Johnny Cash, not Johnny Cage. This
Get
whole
over here.
Mortal Kombat thing's got me twisted, man.
That's
Have you
not
played it yet,
No.
dude? It's pretty good.
What do you mean?
I got to play it.
How?
The new Mortal Kombat, man.
You don't even have a game system.
PlayStation 4. Muzzie's got it.
Oh.
Yeah.
You went over there and
Pretty
played
sweet.
Mortal Kombat? Wow.
Dude, great game, by the way. But anyways, yeah, I'm like the Johnny Cash of hype, I guess. You know, it is what it is. I wear black. But yeah, so I got an olive hoodie. I've got the royal blue from Foamy. I've got a black one from him. I've got a couple Boost God, hoodies. I got a couple Supreme hoodies. So olive is a color I don't have, so I had to have it.
Before we move on, the Supreme knife. If you follow us on IG at Most Underrated Podcast or at OMG It's TTF on Instagram, you saw we did a couple little unboxings with the Supreme knife, and we were kind of checking it out, and I kind of gave some good looks at it. Mm-hmm. A lot of people were like, man, that's so tiny, like it's embarrassing, blah, 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 really mad. And I think that was our initial thoughts too, right? Yeah. When we first got it. And I don't know how you feel, but when I first got it, I was like, yeah, a little disappointing. Like I would have liked a big Swiss Army knife, like a regular size one.
Yeah, with a multi-tool.
Here's what I love about this. This is not made for that. It's not made to be a big one. It's made for your keychain. I wouldn't want a huge knife dangling off my keychain. Now, normally I don't have my AirPods on my keychain, but normally I just have 2 keys and then my car key, which isn't a real key anymore. Mm-hmm. Just got to be by the car or whatever. And then the Supreme knife. This fits perfectly, dude. This goes perfectly with my keys, with everything there. But the thing that makes this knife awesome is the blade is so sharp, dude.
Oh, it's tremendously
It's so sharp on the knife. It's so sharp on the scissors. I actually cut myself the other night while we were over here. I was trying to open something up that had some plastic zip ties on it and cut myself being careless, just not knowing how sharp the knife was. Mm. This thing is wicked sharp.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to hold up well on the keys too. It doesn't look like your keys are going to bang and beat this up and scrape this off.
Yeah.
Which I've seen with other things that I've had on my keys in the past. Mm-hmm. So that's another thing I really like about it. Initially, I was like, man, 54 is a lot for that knife. But I feel like it's worth it. I feel like it was just. What was the brand they collabed with on this?
Victorinox.
Which is a high-end
Which
knife
is super high-end. That is the quintessential company who is the Swiss Army. That is the company backing the blades and all of that of Swiss Army. So cool.
I will say that initially, a lot of people shit on the knife, and I was kind of shitting on the knife at the beginning, but I will say that I will backtrack a little bit and say I do think it's worth it now for what it is. I do think it's worth it because it does fit on your keychain so perfect. The blade is incredibly sharp. The company they worked with is known well in the knife industry. Mm-hmm. I think it is worth it, man. The Zippo, $54 for that, that's a little aggressive.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know what that's going to do to turn me around, but what am I going to say? I still paid it. I had to do the bit shots on myself.
Get the bit shots.
But yeah, so that's kind of where I'll finish there. You got the red one.
Yeah.
I got the black one. What do you feel like? Do you feel like it's worth it after?
No, I mean, I think it's a little high priced, and I think Supreme again always does a good job at getting us. You never know how big something's going to be until you get it live in the flesh. But just know with Supreme, when it's an accessory, it's always going to be a little bit smaller than what you think it's going to be. That's my.
So
you're still disappointed.
With a kind of a keychain type
thing. Yeah, it had a keychain on it too. I left that off. Obviously,
people didn't expect it to be small. Like. In my opinion, I thought it was going to be small. Like, that's not surprising at all.
Well,
I thought it'd be a little bigger. I thought it would be like a little pocket knife. I didn't think it to be a full-size Swiss Army, but I thought it'd be like a little pocket knife. I didn't realize it would be a keychain knife.
I wanted it to be a little bit bigger just so it had the toothpick built into it.
The toothpick?
Have you ever had a Swiss Army knife that had the toothpick?
Never the toothpick, but a corkscrew.
The corkscrew is good.
Corkscrew.
But having a toothpick on one side and the tweezers on the other side is a better
I
knife.
use the corkscrew as a toothpick because I'm a G. So
that's weird.
Okay.
All right. Well, JJ's the Supreme God, and he knew exactly how big it was going to be. So we'll go to him next time. We'll go to him next time.
If you have any sizing inquiries about the Supreme accessories, make sure
saying they attached a fucking
easy.
chain.
I'm sorry, Aunt Holly.
I don't even know what kind of roping that is. Like, is that Dirk or what's that? What was the roping that was attached to?
I don't know what the material is. It looked like
Either way,
3M.
It was
I know it had 3M hits in it. It was
rope.
like a shoelace, like a 3M shoelace twisted.
Yeah.
Paracord. That's what it is.
Oh, is it?
It was attached to paracord. It was. They made it look like a keychain. I don't know how people could have thought it would have been bigger.
Thought it was.
I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger.
Keychain.
I missed my toothpick. I need my toothpick in there.
All right. With all that said, anything more sneakers and Supreme before we move on to the YouTube comments?
Travis Scott's May 11th.
Yes,
we missed a shock drop. They did. With what was it? Nike? Did sneakers do the shock drop yet? Or was it just Travis Scott's merch?
It was on his website.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So May 11th.
Oh no. Sneakers did that shop drop during the Grammys, right?
A long time ago.
Yeah, for sure.
Not recent.
So May 11th, hopefully we can get a pair. I'd love to have a pair, but what's your threshold real quick before we go to YouTube comments? What's your max that you'd spend on that if you don't get it?
Dude, I don't love the shoe, so I don't think I am.
Gotcha.
I mean, the only reason I would honestly get the shoe is to kind of show them on the cast, maybe do a review, and then I'd probably sit on them and sell them.
Yeah.
It's not a shoe I'd feel like I need to wear
Yeah.
or I have to wear. I don't care what people think, what people say, what the hype is on them. It's just not that cool to me.
Yeah.
I like the backwards swoosh. I think the brown looks like a pile of dog shit on the shoe. So it is what it is. I don't wear brown like that.
Mine's $450. I don't think they'll go that low, but that's, if I was going to buy them at retail, that's the max I'd spend, but I don't see them going that low. So we'll see, but that's all I got, man.
All right.
Good luck.
Let's go into YouTube comments here. We'll start out with the homie Jay Nasty. I saw Imagine Dragons at the Citrix Synergy event a few years back. This is when they first were coming out, and I was shocked at how humble these guys were. They were talking about playing dive bars for next to nothing, if not free, on the Vegas Strip before they were even noticed. I just thought that I would add that tidbit, being the out-of-control commenter I am. LOL. Now let's get you to 22,000 subscribed. Come on, man. Dow, TTF, you guys head out to the country USA in Oshkosh. I don't even know what the fuck Oshkosh is that, do you? I know Oshkosh Begosh.
I know, Oshkosh Begosh. I might have wore those.
Would be a great road trip for the ladies, too. Hands down the best country music festival in the country. What do you know about that? I don't think Dow would be down because he's not like big into country as I am.
Right.
I like it a little bit more than he does.
Yeah, if Darius Rucker was there, I'd go.
Fill me in, dude. TTF, are you guys down to head out to the country USA in Oshkosh? I think he means like the Country USA Music Festival.
Not the jeans.
I don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
not the jeans. Can't wait for the new studio. Congrats. Rockies Brewers. Didn't hear anything from my boy Franchise. What's up, fool? Here's the thing on the Rockies Brewers. We didn't get they had already started the series by the time I even realized that they were playing, so we couldn't do anything. I looked through the entire schedule. We literally play you fools the very last series of the year before the playoffs in September. That's the next time we touch the Brewers.
Really?
So if we want to wait down that line, we can maybe talk about some wagers there, depending on where we're both at for playoffs. If we're sitting fools towards the end of the year, or they're not playing tough, or there's nothing to really, you've already clinched the playoffs, it's going to be harder for me to try to bet because I don't, I want to know there's motivation behind it. I want to know we're actually getting teams playing.
Right.
He finishes off here in quotes, the biggest pussy in that size body, LMFAO. Go play soccer. Dude, I love it. That was in response to me and Draymond Green. Shout out to the homie Jay Nasty, the Mad City Madman, for coming through. Next up, the homie Blake P. Finally catching up on this episode and happy to hear TTF decided to chase his dreams and take it full time. Though I have to admit, I'm a little scared for you, bro. I'm not the type to count another man's money, but I know you got bills and there's no damn way that YouTube will be enough to cover that. So I assume you have some other hustle or independent contractor situation with Certified. You were a little short on details, so I'd be interested in hearing more if you're willing to share. Sounds like Dal and JJ aren't giving up their 9-to-5s. No, I don't have anything independent with them, but yeah, man, I'm always down to do video work for people or throw, like right now, my boy Tony just hit me up. He's like, yo, I got this the video I'm doing for Mother's Day. I'm gonna throw some audio underneath there, just help him out. So I'm always taking on little projects, anything I can do to make a little bit of side money. But for the most part, it's all in on this, man. It's going all in with Patreon. Hopefully having enough people to subscribe and build up the cast that way. Also introduce merch. There's a lot of ways that you can make money off of the brand, obviously building up the Instagram, stuff like that. So all of that is in the works. Everything from Patreon to sponsorships to brand deals, anything, reselling certain shit, whatever I can do to make money and not have to work a full job so I can do this shit full time is what I'm going to do. And that's kind of where I'm at. As far as these two go, I don't know. They still need a check. I know you have... I'll let you guys speak on it. I don't know what you guys are doing. My situation came a little bit quicker than I anticipated, but it was just the terms of kind of what was going on. So it was just the time to make the move. What about you guys?
I don't necessarily need to quit, so
yeah, because you do a lot of
quit.
Right, yeah, you do a lot of the stuff. That's
a lot of it I could just do after work, and my schedule has become a bit more flexible. I don't know how long that will last, but
for now, you're chilling.
I'm good. So why would I just give up a check? So
yeah. You, Dal?
Yeah, for me, I still have some loose ends, obviously, to tie up with, with my company. They've done a lot for me. I've been there actually this tomorrow, the 10th. So yeah, tomorrow is my 10-year anniversary there, which is crazy, man. So I spend a lot of time with a lot of companies that I value and that value me. So this is the goal, is to move towards doing this, with Chais and doing this as a collab deal. And when the timing is right, and when we have some Patreon, when we have some details that are not only just ideas and thoughts, but are in motion, I'll know when to make that leap. And but that is the goal, and hopefully by the end of this year.
Yeah, I have to get it going. I have no income. So whether, these guys are still doing whatever, it doesn't matter to me. I've got to do what I've got to do to make money. So whatever that is for the channel, if that's uploading 5 days a week, whatever it may be, I got to figure out a way to figure out how to pay the bills. So I like that though. I like the back against the wall. I like the, put up or shut up. I like the not talking about it, be about it approach to life in general. And, that's
sink or swim.
Yeah, that's the approach I want to take, man. I don't want to have kids and have a family one day and be like, oh man, I was gonna do all this shit. No, I was just gonna try to do this. I don't want to be that guy.
Right.
So that's just what I want for my life. I want freedom. I want freedom to do what I want when I want. I want to have control of what I'm doing. That's not to say if someone serious approached me or someone approached me and said, hey, we love your show. We want you to come over here and do the show 5 days a week with us and we'll pay you this much money, to say I wouldn't do that. But as this gets built up and as we build this thing up and it becomes a bigger thing for us and we're able to do what we want when we want, I would never take a job with somebody else at that time.
Right.
My whole goal is to build this up and not have to take a job with anyone else, not have to rely on anyone else. Now, after, the shit's moving and shit's popping off the way I want it, would I go take a job later in my years just to, if I can host the show on E-Network or host the show here or go do a show on Sirius and it's easy and it's simple and I don't have to worry about all the back end grind, it may be better to do that. It just depends on what this all entails. I've never built a business from the ground up. That's kind of what this is. Not only is it a radio show, not only is it the YouTube channel, it's a whole business, with merch and with all the stuff that we're trying to do. It's going to take a ton of work. This is not going to be easy. It's going to be all on our shoulders. It's not going to be something that I can just rely on other people to do. I'm going to have to do it. And it's going to be a lot of work and it's not going to be easy, but I'm down for it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the long of the short there, or the long of the long. Next up, there's looks like a new commenter, Status Serigraph. I don't know I think I'm pronouncing that right. If you think rock and roll is dead, I think you're looking in the wrong place. Still plenty of great rock bands out there. So here's what I would say. I maybe we're talking in a different sense, and what you just said in the end of your comment there, you said if you think rock and roll is dead at the beginning, and then at the end you said still plenty of great rock bands out there. Rock and roll are not the same thing to me.
Right.
Totally different. I'm talking from a marketing standpoint, from a mainstream standpoint. You don't hear rock and roll spoken about, talked about, or pushed into the forefront of mainstream music anymore. Is someone playing some rock and roll music at a dive bar downtown maybe? Yeah. I'm not saying that doesn't exist. I'm telling you in the wide scope, if I have to go looking, that's the point. If I have to go looking, you're telling me I'm looking in the wrong place. If I have to go looking, then it's dead.
Yeah.
It's independent now. It's on the side. Yep. It's not pushed in the mainstream. It's not pushed in the forefront, and it's not what's being pumped on radio. So that's what I'm saying as far as dead.
I think the only rock and roll that is really in somewhat of a mainstream would be one band called the Foo Fighters. Arguably. Now, everybody else, I think, transitions into not just rock and roll. They're collabing with other artists. They're collabing with hip hop, this stuff. I think just general rock and roll in the mainstream, I think is more dead than not. You just don't see it as much.
Right.
I don't think I'm wrong, but I think there is some rock and roll out there. Like Greta Van Fleet right now is, a Led Zeppelin, band-ish almost. They kind of mirrored their whole thing and scene and look and feel and sound, of course, to Led Zeppelin. They're good, but I don't think they're mainstream.
Right. Would you, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean by dead, like mainstream dead.
Yeah.
Like being pushed out to the forefront. When we hear rock and roll, do you hear anyone pushing new rock and roll songs, or do you always hear the old shit? You hear the Zeppelin, you hear the Stones, you hear the Billy Joel right here.
Classics.
Still rock and roll to me, bro. All this.
Totally.
This is rock and roll. I mean, like I said, if I have to go looking, that's dead to me.
Right.
It just is what it is. All right, let's continue along here. Let me fade out my man Billy Joel. Daniel's up next. Yo, what is going down, fellas? I need to move I need to move west off the East Coast to get the cast earlier on my Friday workday. Once the workday hits, I'm coaching soccer, running errands, franchise. I haven't heard that Big Timers joint in a minute. Still Fly is still a banger. Can't wait for the new Most Underrated Studios. I'm excited for the new Most Underrated country/hip hop band.
Yeah.
I can strum some chords on a 6-string. Let's go. He ain't even finished. I just had to give him the gunshot there. The Celtics, unfortunately, just totally shit the bed.
Yeah.
How about the Rockets, though? When Iggy went up for that tomahawk and got stuffed by Capella, that was the sickest block I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
And Steph Curry getting stuffed at the rim at the end of the last game brought me back to the Grant Hill Drink Sprite commercial. That's funny.
Yep.
Lastly, the Presto Reacts look like a good pickup. I've had my eyes on the ISPAs for a while. The funky side lacing alternative to the Element shower curtains. Any thoughts on these? Hard work and talent always pays off, fellas. Keep doing what you do. Yep. My man Dan coming through.
Great comment.
Where do we go? Where do we start here? I guess let's go into the let's talk about the Prestos. Or the ISPAs, I'm sorry. We talked about those on the show. You had a pair. Did you sell them?
I had to because they were, remember,
too big, right?
The whole European thing. Yeah.
And then you were trying to buy Joey's at one point.
Yep.
Joey's, I think they were a little too beat.
Yeah.
He'd been wearing them.
He already trashed them.
Yeah, he'd been doing some serious wearing. So I actually really like the ISPAs. I wanted to cop the ISPAs, or I still do want to cop the ISPAs, but I want to swap them out with some orange laces.
Yep.
And even maybe some bright orange laces, some of those orange laces say shoelaces on them, because I feel like the shoe has an off-white vibe to it. It's got that little bright orange tag on them.
Yeah.
So
I
that's what I would like to do. I like the ISPAs, man. I haven't even tried a pair on, and I just like the way they look.
Oh, true to size on those for sure. Because I did try a half size too big. Yeah, got to go true to size for sure. And if you do the off-white-esque lace, I think they have to be rope. I think with that shoe, they have to be rope.
I know.
You know,
I was thinking that too. The other thing I want to react to here, as far as the cast, we're going to try to have the cast up earlier on Fridays. We're actually, just in general, we're going to try to get the cast up like midday for you guys, but that'll also be part of the Patreon. So as we drop our Patreon tiers and as we let you know more about that in the coming weeks, it's going to be one of the options for you guys to get the cast the same day. I would love for people to be able to get that, so that we're going to make that part of the subscription model, a few bucks a month or whatever. You'll get the cast same day if you really want it early, or you want it right after we record it. You'll get behind the scenes stuff as well. There'll be a bunch of stuff we're going to throw in the Patreon. So just stay tight, man. Stay tuned. It's coming. Again, I have no job, so it's got to be coming. The homie Dirty DJ up next. Man, congrats on making the move to full-time with the cast. TTF. Wish you the best. Keep grinding, fellas, and look forward to seeing you in the new studio. Man, the more I watch, the more I realize what we have in common. I was a big autograph seeker as a kid as well. My biggest come-ups include Ripken, Cal Ripken a bunch. So kind of like I said, I got Elway a bunch, like 4, 5, 6 times. He said he's got Ripken a bunch. Was a big O's fan growing up. My biggest come-up was getting my favorite player, Mark McGuire, my biggest come up was getting my favorite player, Mark McGuire, growing up a few years ago. Sorry, that was a typo. It confused me. Missed him as a kid, but went to the Phillies vs. Cards playoff game and decided to bring my A's throwback jersey since he was a coach. Just held it up after batting practice and he came over and signed it. Need to frame it for my office. Also have Ray Lewis and Breeze on jerseys as my prized possessions. Oh, and Dow, there isn't any dressing up those Fear of God ponytails. They are so bad. Narrow too, and the upper is super flimsy.
Yep.
Bam, Dirty DJ, tons of stuff in there.
Yep. On the Fear of Gods.
Here's what I'll say. Forget the Fear of Gods. If you had a bunch of Ripkins, what do you have Ripkin on? Do you have any Ripkins on cards? Because I have a couple Elways on cards, and I'd be down to trade you. If you're down straight up, I'll trade you an Elway for a Ripkin. If we can come to an agreement on it, let me know what you got him on. I don't have Elway on any jerseys. All my shit is cards. Obviously, I won't trade you the Shannon Sharp John Elway autograph I have on the Pog card, but I think I have him on a rookie card too, which I won't be willing to part with. But I would be willing to part with some of the other ones I have. I might have him on a football also, which I might not be willing to part with. But Dirty DJ, hit me up, DM me, bro. Let's work something out for the cast, man. Let's see if we can get a Ripken for an Elway. Nice. I think that's a good trade, dude. 2 Hall of Famers, respective sports.
Shortstop, right?
Dude, come on,
Cal.
man. That sounds dope to me. Let's get that going. The homie Black Prez up next. Yo, you know I'm hella down to jump on some country rap tracks. Send over some beats and I'm ready. I don't know the next time I'll be in CO. I know I will be there for Thanksgiving this year, but maybe I'll be in town sooner. Either way, I'll stop by the cast and say what's up to everyone. Keep doing your thing, fellas. My man Black Prez coming through. Love that guy. Golden Eye up next. New studio? Excited to see the next evolution of the cast. Setting up and decorating your way will definitely bring a whole new vibe. So glad that some of the other listeners hit on the Travis Scott ones. I took that L on the way out.
Take that L on the way out.
Of my living room when I left my phone in the bedroom. But it felt like the cast got a W, so there's some silver lining there.
Nice.
Hey, you jerk-offs with the thumbs down. Go stick a toothpick under your big toenail and kick a wall. Dude, that would be painful as fuck.
Yeah, no doubt.
I like it though. Yeah, no
Cringy,
shit. No shit. Yeah, I saw that we got some thumbs down there. We had some thumbs down on the Slobby Robbie interview, which, you know, we're getting a lot of love on that, so I appreciate you guys that are reaching out. The homie Half Cab is up next. Very excited for you guys. That takes some balls to leap to full time. I'm stoked on the news. P.S. JJ, my dude, I love you. But for the love of God and all that is holy, please look up coincidence versus irony. You are whipping my ass every week. I like it. I like it. I hope you guys saw the JJ stuff that went down in the Slobby Robbie video.
Yeah.
If you guys have not seen that yet, I think the whole video is like 13 minutes. Oh, but dude, it is gold.
Yeah.
JJ didn't even know. He didn't even know. He didn't even watch the thing. He said his brother showed him. Huh?
Yeah.
JJ,
I didn't even watch
are you
it.
involved with the show?
JJ,
Are you involved with the cast?
do you care about the cast?
Do you care? Do you want to see the interview? Do you want to see what we're doing here? What's going on?
I'm sorry.
It's like we're forcing you into the cast. It's like we're dragging you to be a part of the cast and making you come
I'm
in
just
here.
so used to. Okay, first off, I was the first one here.
So used to not
Second
caring about
off,
life?
No.
What? So used to what?
I'm so used to watching the cast over and over and over again. Just
You didn't even have to edit that one, and
I
and
know.
it was 13 minutes long.
I know.
You don't want to check it out. Not to mention, you didn't have headphones in for the interview, so you didn't even hear anything Slobby Robbie was saying.
That should have been like a.
That should have been like, oh, let me see what gems he's dropping. What is TTF talking about here? I'm excited.
Yeah, that should have been like a dessert.
Instead, it is a job for you. It's a chore. You don't want to check out the cast. You don't check out the interview. Then your brother checks out the interview, your little brother, and he's like, yo, dude, check this out. You're getting a little bit of a light roast
Yeah.
here.
Shout outs to JJ's brother.
What's your brother's name?
Michael.
Michael.
Great job, Michael. Way to keep this guy.
Yeah, honest.
Some gunshots from Michael. Jessica is up next. I'm so happy to see how much you guys are growing. I might not comment as much, but I'm here for every podcast. Keep killing it. Appreciate it, girl. All right. Next up, the homie Steven. Dudes, loving the cast again. Looking forward to seeing the new studio. The song Year 3000 that you played by the Jonas Brothers is a cover of a British band called Busted. Who knew?
Wow.
Busted sucked ass, but their lead singer, Charlie Simpson, is in a pretty good rock band called Fight Star. Check them out. And that's my useless knowledge bomb of the day. Keep up the good work. I like it. Busted, fool. Who knew? The Year 3000. That was a, that was a,
That was after Camp Rock.
I'm looking at Busted right now. All right, I need to go through. Hold up. Carlos A up next. I got the Travis Scott ones because of the Soul Link app. Bang! There you go. Congrats, homie.
Yeah,
Congrats
shouts
on the
to
dub.
you.
Johnny Boost up next. Methstein with the laughing crying faces.
I love that.
I don't know why I even said that. I was trying to explain it to my girl. Why did I say Methstein? I forgot.
Because we were talking about how much pre-workout caffeine.
That's right. And you were like,
funny
meth next.
because I
You were like,
actually
"Oh, he's up to
got
meth
new
next."
pre-workout last night, and I was gonna post it on my story and say #methstein.
That would have been funny.
That's
That would
the
have
new
been hilarious. Would have been a lot better than you not checking out the Slobby interview.
Yeah.
DL Kicks is up next. Good luck with the full-time gig, TTF. I hope everything works out. Appreciate you, my dog. Landon up next. Dude, going full-time with this is super exciting for us. Good luck, and I know you guys will continue to do big things. Can't wait for all the extra fire content. Also love the fire from JJ when he's talking about the Avs.
Yeah.
Look at you. Methstein getting some cred. All right. Next up, the homie Rocky. Yo, love the intro music that my kids' baseball team, 14U, played that song the week before it just blew up. It was crazy out here in San Antonio, Texas. He's talking about the horses in the back.
Yeah.
Love the cast. Keep it up. Y'all are the best. Congrats on the new moves. My man Rock coming through. Appreciate you, dog. Matthew is up next. I've been working for my dad for the last 3 years and have been going to flight school part-time. I stayed working there for so long because I didn't want to let my dad down. About a month ago, he told me to go chase my dreams and be a pilot full-time and to quit my job. Greatest move I've made in my life. I don't worry about the money or anything like that like I used to. Congrats, brother.
That's the dream.
That's exactly what it is, man. And I've read so many just motivational books from people that know a lot more than I do, and business people and just motivational people, motivational speakers, people that have been through tough times in life and turned stuff around. And it's always the same message, dog. I feel like if you've read one, you've read them all, in the sense that they all say, go do what you love and the money will come. You'll be able to live, you'll make it by, you'll figure it out. And I've never given myself a chance to do that.
Same.
I've always lived a lifestyle where I've pigeonholed myself into this lifestyle where I have these bills. And so I've been working my ass off to get the bills down and get the bills down and get the bills down so I can live a minimalistic lifestyle as far as my bills go. But then I have more money to do this. You got to make a sacrifice somewhere.
Yeah.
You've got to cut the cord somewhere. You've got to cut certain things off. You know, that includes, you know, you don't need all the Hulu, the HBO Go, the Netflix. You know, you don't need everything. You're going to have to make choices. Yeah. And so it kind of just is what it is. And I'm with you, bro. The money, all that shit,
you do need the latest and greatest issue of Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Issue. For sure.
I don't know.
You can't cut that out.
I'm going for the Supreme Racing gear, so I don't know if that's in the budget. All right, next up, the homie Ro. So proud of you, bro. Living the dream. Can't wait for all three of you to hit this full time. I agree, man. You guys want to jump on the train, or you guys coming, or what are we doing here? Next up, the homie Mario. Another fire one in the books. Cantor is a bitch. Don't know who hates him more, Denver or Turkey. Ooh.
No.
Eesh. He's not allowed to go back to Turkey, just in case you're unfamiliar with Dennis Cantor. He's banned from his country.
Yep.
Now that franchise has more time, we need to have more consistent content on sports. Sometimes scores and stories are just a bit late, especially with so much action during the week. It was able to slide with the NFL, but with the NBA and NHL happening every other night, and baseball on the daily, it's tough to listen to because we know the scores and who already got the coverage on the stories. Yep. Don't mind throwing a few bucks for you guys if we get the faster content. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the feedback.
Great
Definitely.
feedback.
It makes sense. I mean, when you're doing the podcast twice a week, what can you do, you know? Let's see. The homie Greg is up next. Thomas, Dallas, and JJ. Only 208 for the cast. Needed to be longer, LOL. I think it's because I mentioned in the last episode that we might be doing a little shorter this one. Yeah. And it didn't end up being much shorter.
This one we need to cut off here pretty soon, too. I got a haircut, man.
Oh, that's right.
I got to get this mullet right.
All right, let's get out of here within the next 10 minutes. Where are we at on time? That's perfect. Can we do the next 10? That'll be 1:33. You got a haircut at 2?
Yeah.
You don't need a shower. Nail.
I don't. No, I don't. She washes my hair for me.
Oh, you're good then.
Sick.
Nice.
But it's all the way in West, so 6th Avenue and fucking
Yikes.
BFE.
The homie Nail, I think it's Nile, like the river. Didn't he say it was Nile?
I think it was the River Nile.
Damn it. Hey guys, haven't commented in a minute. Loving the passion from JJ. Had me dying. Also Dallas with the jokes. Post Malone was there with the laughing emojis. Killing me. Great to hear the news about going full time. Actually watching this vid as I have a few days off from work. Usually listen to the cast on the way to work, but happy to watch the last one before the move. The use of sounds on the soundboard be killing me, especially the Dumb and Dumber when you guys roast JJ. Which one was it? This one? Is this one?
You are one pathetic loser.
Let's see. Wow, Bill and Ted. Wow, Bill and Ted. Expecting great things with you guys in the new setup. Oh, looking forward to the SneakerCon footage as well. Peace, guys.
Whoa, yeah.
I haven't hit JJ with one of those in a minute. And then last one, Lace Gods TV. First comment, gang. Congrats on the cast changes. Underrated studios. Damn, I messed up. I got to give it one for Nile, too. All right, there we go. That's enough. So that's it for the YouTube comments. Let's wrap up with the underrated news story you got. You want to
share that, or you want to save it for the next one?
It's up to you. What do you got to do? If you got to get out of here, it's up to you. You're on a crunch. I got no job. I'm the time guy.
What time frame are we at right now?
We're at 124.
124?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hit it real quick. Yeah, hopefully she still cuts my hair. That'd be sweet.
How far away is it from the studios?
At least 30 minutes.
You better go.
Yeah.
You bet. Well, it's up to you. What do you want?
Well, this is just a quick one. So Denver recently had something that we had to vote for here. And in a close vote, Denver becomes the first U.S. city to decriminalize psychedelic mushrooms. Have you heard about this?
I heard rumor, but I didn't know if it passed.
Yeah, so it did pass. So what this means is, Denver voters narrowly approved a grassroots ballot initiative to decriminalize psilocybin mushrooms, commonly referred to as psychedelic mushrooms. Now, what this means, though, is the action doesn't legalize mushrooms, okay? But it effectively bars the city from prosecuting or arresting adults 21 years of age or older who possess them. In fact, in the ballot language, adults can even grow the fungus for personal use and be considered a low priority for Denver police. The changes could take effect as soon as next year. So we are the first, let me repeat, the first U.S. city to decriminalize psychedelic mushrooms. So pretty big news story, man. So we were obviously ahead, on the weed.
Yeah.
And, we know how that played out. And now multiple states have joined that. So what this means is, yeah, it's cool for people who like mushrooms. I'm not that dude. I don't even like weed.
Right.
I just like energy drinks and soda pop. That's
You
it.
don't like anything that's the thing about weed. Weed kind of has a psychoactive element too.
When
So you don't like
something-
anything that puts you in
Mind
a
altering.
mind frame that,
when
alters your
something
normal.
takes over my body that it doesn't seem normal, man, I fight it. Man, I fight
Yeah,
it
you're so
hard.
weird
I
like
just
that. That's so
can't. I just
strange.
can't allow it. Like even when I used to smoke weed, like the latter stages of it, where weed started to get really, really strong, I had to talk myself down a lot. Like, hey, dude, you're okay, man. Just trust the high.
You're on drugs. Yeah, you just got to tell yourself you're on drugs. That's what I do. I'm like, I'm just chilling there and I'm like zoning out. I'm like thinking about some shit. Like, I'm like, oh, you're on drugs. Chill.
Yeah, I just don't want to feel that way. So I don't mess with a lot of this stuff. But I just feel like Denver, a state that's booming. Don't come here. It's shitty. It's ugly. It's dirty. You don't want to come here, please. Don't be here. But I do consider ourselves pioneers in a lot of
What
different
I'm going to
things.
say? I don't give a shit about this, Dallas. You know what I'm going to say is we're doing this, but we can't get sports betting going.
Yeah, fair enough.
Legalizing we're the first to do weed. We're the first to do mushrooms, but we can't get some sports betting going. There's 9 states deep.
I know.
Montana just legalized it for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I love
New
Hannah.
Mexico's got it going. You want to go get some action? Let's drive down the border here, New
I know.
Mexico.
I love Hannah Montana.
What? What? All right. On that note, I think.
Yeah.
L on the way out.
Fair enough.
All right. I think that's it, man. On that note, we will be back. Thank you guys for your patience, man, tuning in. And sorry we missed the last cast. New studios getting built. Shout out to Pure Spectrum CBD, still giving the 10% discount. Use the code MUP on their website or at their storefront, purespectrumcbd.com.
Yep.
All right, man. I think that's it. We will run the next cast. We'll be back to normal on Monday. Hopefully we get some decorations and find some shit. I know we're going to have to hit the thrifts and do some damage, bring some stuff from the home collections and everything like that.
Bet.
But we will get it going. And as always, we will see you fools Tuesday.